Hot dogs and a cold chill. We go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance. Crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand. Living life like we planned. Let's up and go. We won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's up and go. We'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, one and all, to today's live stream. We've got a game here. It's a preseason game between the New Orleans Saints and our Dallas Cowboys. And before I get into the pregame, I want to do a quick roll call and see who is in the chat with us early for this one today. It is a Dallas Cowboys game. Don't know what to expect right now. Isabel says, hey, Mario. There you are. Thanks for covering the Dallas Cowboys. Go Cowboys, says Isabel. Wow, our Bills regular here saying go Dallas Cowboys, huh? Love that. Who else is in the chat right now? DJ Jean says looking sharp. Sierra says what's up? Crystal Padilla. What's up, Crystal Padilla? Welcome in. DJ Jean, Ashley Deverick, Robert Samora. What's going on, Robert? I got Waldo saying, hey, Mario. I got Xanaron saying Grumpy Grandpa is back. Space Explorer, welcome in. Mr. Maurice saying, what's up, Football Nation? Back again for another good broadcast. Let's go, Cowboys, for the win. My prediction, 27-19 is what Mr. Maurice said. What's going on, Mr. Maurice? Shout out to all of y'all who are here right now. Looks like L.J. Jada Slaya. Welcome in. Lori Mooneyham. What's up, Lori? Welcome. Bear Schweiger, welcome in. Danny Williams. What's up, brother? How are you? The Loud House. Chance giving a salute. Sherry, rock and roll. Mr. Mario Dixon. Fist bumps to you, brother. Ricky Manyhides. Joe Rodriguez. What's going on, Manuel Torres? Buttercream Dreams. Val is in the chat. Squad today. All right, y'all. Well, I've got more content being released right now. Tomorrow morning, we will be releasing the NFC West predictions. We did the AFC West predictions already. We're going to do the NFC West predictions. That's already recorded. Video editing is almost over. Today, I just recorded the AFC South. We're going to do the AFC South, then the NFC South. Then we'll do the AFC East and the NFC East right there. And, of course, we'll finish off with the NFC North and the AFC North. But those videos are coming slowly but surely. Watching you on TV, watching Bucks on their app, says Sherry. What up, Sherry? Welcome in. Salute, chat, and fist bumps, says 901 Humble. What up, 901? I see you in the chat. Mickey Martin saying 28-14 Cowboys. Looks like Rev is moving to Virginia, but still checking in. Thank you for checking in, Rev. Honestly, I think I deserve a fist bump. What's going on, brother? Rev, fist bumps to you, bro. Let's go. Electric Divergent is rooting for the Steelers here. Although it's a Saints game, so interesting. Rooting for the Steelers during a Saints game. Oh, my. Brick, says Daniel. What's up, man? Welcome to everybody in the chat. Captain BS, let's go. I got Janet Jones also saying hi. Looks like Steve checked into the chat. What up, Steve? What up, Crystal? What's up, guys? Welcome in. Of course, we're wearing the Dallas Cowboys chain today. We're wearing the Dak Prescott jersey today. We are geared up for this Dallas Cowboys game. And there's a lot to talk about here, and we are going to talk about all of it. But we're going to start here with the New Orleans Saints. And shout out to Val, who has been a championship-level member for 21 months, helping support the mission here. We do need that support there, and Val has been one of the most supportive in this chat out here. She likes to hang out in the back from time to time, but whenever she does show up and say hello, it's always an absolute pleasure. What's going on, Val? Thank you for being a channel member 21 months in. Okay, looking at the list behind me here, guys. Would you believe me if I told you that the New Orleans Saints was the third best team in the NFL when it came to defending third downs? Would you believe me if I told you that the New Orleans Saints, a team that finished 6-11 last year, was a top 10 red zone defense and a top 10 defense when it came to yards per game allowed? This defense actually had some legs last season, guys, and they are going to have some legs again this year. I think this could regress maybe a little bit, but I do expect the offensive side of the football to actually improve this year. Now, the New Orleans Saints are not, in my opinion, going to win that NFC South. I do have them finishing in second place behind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but the difference between the Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this year is going to be just a couple of divisional matchups. I do think the Saints are the second strongest team in this division heading into this season. I do have the Carolina Panthers listed as third place, and in fourth place in the NFC South, I've got the Atlanta Falcons. Sorry, Falcons fans. Anyways, looking over here, last year the New Orleans Saints were 28th in the NFL when it came to points per game. They were 23rd when it came to yards per game, 27th when it came to yards per play. These are all very bad statistics. Middle of the table on third downs, ranking 17th in the NFL, and dead last, ladies and gentlemen. There was no worse team in the National Football League at turning red zone possessions into touchdowns. They were awful offensively. Defensively, not so bad. Defensively, top half when it came to points per game allowed. Yards per game allowed, top 10 defense. They're allowing just under 300 total yards per game. Top 6 when it came to yards per play allowed and third down conversion percentage to opposing offenses. And red zone scoring defense, a top 10 team. Who would have thunk it, right? Saints fans would have thought. But if you have not been watching the Saints, that might be news to you. The New Orleans Saints do have a tough schedule coming out the gate here, guys. So just a quick heads up to the New Orleans Saints fans. Week 1, you've got the Lions. Week 2, you've got the Ravens. That's the hard part, honestly, and then the rest of this should be fairly simple here. You've got the Raiders here in Week 3. You've got the Falcons in Week 4 for Monday Night Football, and all 3 of these games are home games. I think the Saints start 0-2, and then after 5 weeks, they're going to be 3-2, and I think the Saints win all of these home games that time of the schedule when we get to that point here in the schedule. But we will be covering the Saints for Monday Night Football. And hopefully, I get my predictions right. Here's Tua Tagovailoa throwing a terrible pass right now. Atlanta, and Miami going at it right now. Let me make sure this Cowboys game has not started yet. Yeah, it starts at 7. Sweet. Okay, offensive players expected this year here, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, Jordan Tyson is dealing with an injury right now. Is it a hamstring that Jordan Tyson ended up pulling? They're saying it could be an extended missing of time there for Jordan Tyson. He is one of the new players added onto this roster here for the New Orleans Saints. But Tyler Shuck is going to be the starting quarterback. Travis Etienne. Yes, Travis Etienne going to be the running back 1 ahead of Alvin Kamara. I knew the day was coming. I did not know it was going to be this year, and I did not expect Travis Etienne to be the man to put Alvin Kamara in second place on this roster, but that is what has happened. Now, the pass catchers, you will see Chris Olave on one side. You'll see Jordan Tyson whenever he does decide to come back. He's currently listed as doubtful right now, but he's listed as the wide receiver 2 and Devon Vele as the wide receiver 3. Your main tight end here is going to be Juwan Johnson, and the offensive line is as follows. From the left tackle to the right tackle. Left tackle, Kelvin Banks. Left tackle, Kelvin Banks. Left guard, David Edwards. Center, Eric McCoy. Right guard, Cesar Ruiz. And right tackle, Talise Fuaga going to make up this Saints offense. Now, okay, the Saints, a lot of people are pretty high on the Saints. They're finally giving Tyler Shuck a chance to run the offense for a full season. And Spencer Rattler, Zach Wilson, Hunter Deckers, none of these guys are really going to give Shuck a run for his money for that starting role, because all of them, I don't know anything about Hunter Deckers, but I can tell you that Spencer Rattler and Zach Wilson are bad. So we're hoping, Saints fans are hoping that Tyler Shuck can show up here and shuck the defenses, if you will. We will see if that happens here in 2026. taking a look at the New Orleans Saints defense, a couple of questionables, but this is the expected starting lineup here. Cameron Jordan at left defensive end, Devon Godchaux at nose tackle, and John Ridgway III at right defensive end. The linebackers for this squad: at weak side, Carl Granderson; at strong side, Chase Young. The two linebackers in the middle, Caden Ellis and Pete Werner. This will make up the front seven here for the New Orleans Saints. On the left side, your left corner. Actually, this is your left side. This is my left side. On your left side, Kool-Aid McKinstry. On your right side, you'll see Quincy Riley. And the two safeties here, Justin Reed and Julian Blackman, will make up this Saints defense for the 2026 year. Patrick says, what's up? I got Christian saying, yes, sir. Victor, what's up, Victor? Looks like RBB saying Ravens spanking the Commanders right now, but don't worry, as Lamar will pull yet another injury come midseason when it matters the most. Let's hope not. Earth Citizen says NFL. Ashley says, I'm truly honored to be here today. I couldn't miss this game. Let's go, Ashley Devrick. Thank you for checking in. A little SEC talent, says Daniel. Steelers, ha 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 ha. I'm firmly entrenched with a window seat on the Cowboys wagon, says Robert Alexander. All right, Robert. We'll talk about the Dallas Cowboys here in just a moment. Let's take a look at the coaching staff. Of course, Kellen Moore was once upon a time the offensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. He was the head coach of this team last year. And, of course, last year they finished with a 6-11 season, a 6-11 record on the year. First season finally completed here with the New Orleans Saints. Can they take that next step forward? I don't think it's going to be a big enough step to make that big of a difference, at least not this year. Give them one more year, and I think the Saints are going to become competitive. Honestly, give the Tennessee Titans one more year after all the changes that they've made. Give the Tennessee Titans one more year. The Tennessee Titans will be competitive once again. Maybe not Derrick Henry win the AFC entirely, but there's potential there. Okay, let's pivot and turn our attention to the Dallas Cowboys statistics right now, folks. There's one side of this that looks great and one side of this that you don't want to look at for too long. Offensively, the Dallas Cowboys were solid, a top 5 team there when it came to points per game, averaging just under 28 points per game, but the defense gave up over 30 points per game. Very tough to win football games when you're giving up 4 touchdowns or more per game. This Dallas Cowboys defense has been gutted and completely rebuilt out, guys. A lot of big changes, a lot of returning players here as well. We've now got Quinnen Williams stepping into this role. DeMarvion Overshown is back for another one. D. Winters is with us here, has joined the squad. We've also got Malachi Lawrence, who was just drafted this year. Not just Malachi Lawrence, but Von Miller has joined the squad for the Dallas Cowboys defense. And I think this Dallas Cowboys defense in 2026, I don't think we're going to see any of the green on this side. We're not going to see any green stuff. But I do expect this to be more in the yellow. And I think that if they can end up with a positive points per game versus points per game allowed, the Dallas Cowboys will end up winning this division. I just have to see it first, man. I got to see it to believe it. Last year, I said the Dallas Cowboys were going to be back and the NFL should be terrified. It was literally the title of one of my videos. And they do this. That video did not age well. This time, coming around, I do think that they will be better than this. How much better, though, is yet to be seen. I've got the Dallas Cowboys finishing this season. I originally had them at 12-5. I've knocked them down to 11-4, which would put them in like 7th place or 6th place in the NFC if all of my predictions come true. And if all of my predictions come true, the Dallas Cowboys will play the Green Bay Packers in the wild card round of the postseason. Of course, I don't have a crystal ball. This is purely speculation, and we're just doing this for funsies. Owl on the Prowl says 8-9. With this defense, yes, they would be 8-9 next year or this year coming up. But this defense is not going to be this bad next season. Offensively, I actually expect the offense to be just about exactly the same. Not much has changed out on this side. Ryan Flournoy becomes the wide receiver 3. That's really it right there, as Jalen Tolbert got shipped out during this offseason. But CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Ryan Flournoy, we'll talk about them here in just a second. We can trust the Cowboys offense. Can we trust this defense? Well, the Cowboys offense, Dak Prescott and Javonte Williams going to be the two guys in the engine room back there. Jadon Blue, Malik Davis, Phil Maffa, all probably going to get a few carries here today. Of course, CeeDee Lamb on the far side, number 88. Number 3, George Pickens. Number 19, Ryan Flournoy. And Jake Ferguson, the big tight end. There is Hunter Lupke still on this squad at the fullback spot. Left tackle to right tackle. On the left side, Tyler Guyton. Left guard, Tyler Smith. At center, Cooper Beebe. At right guard, Tyler Booker. And right tackle, Terrence Steele. This makes up the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, 10 minutes left to go until kickoff here, guys. Taking a look at some of the defensive players here. Quinnen Williams on the left side, and on the right side. By the way, I never actually changed this. This does need to be updated here. Let me go ahead and change that now, because when I bring up this graphic in the future, it's going to bug me. I'm going to make some changes in real time. Do. Blue Skidoo, we can do. Let's click on Home on Canva. Let's go to Cowboys. Is it you? Is it this one? Cowboys Saints. Awesome. Okay, we're going to move Rashawn Gary to the weak side. Whoops. Come on. And Donovan Ezeraku. We're going to shift you guys over. Bring this one over. Bring all of you guys over. Yeah, I'm making changes in real time, guys. Just bear with me. It's okay. Slight changes here. Minor changes. In a 3-4 defense. That should be good enough. Not 4-3. Change this to 3-4. 3-4. Download page 4. This page. Sweet. Okay, so this is going to change right now. We're going to see this 4-3 become a 3-4 defense. You'll see the 3 up front, your left defensive end, your nose tackle, and your right defensive end. Quinnen Williams, Otito Ogbonia, and Kenny Clark as those players on the front side. Rashawn Gary is actually a weak side linebacker, so when the graphic comes back up, I'll have Rashawn Gary over on this side with DeMarvion Overshone and D. Winters still lined up as inside linebackers, and Donovan Ezeraku as the strong side linebacker. Deron Bland on the right side, Kobe Durant on the left side, Malik Hooker and Jalen Thompson going to be the other players there. Download. There you go. And that's your change. 3-4 defense instead of a 4-3 defense. You can see the difference, right? Cool. Okay, let's move on now to the head coaching spot. Brian Schottenheimer finished his first year with the Dallas Cowboys as their head coach, and he finished the season with a 7-9-1 record after his first year. I mean, 7 wins, that's better than the other side, if you will, for Kellen Moore. Not much to talk about really there. Dallas Cowboys open up their season. I think the Cowboys open up with 2 back-to-back wins. I think the Cowboys start the season 4-1. I do see the Cowboys beating the Giants on Sunday Night Football in Week 1. I do see the Dallas Cowboys beating the Washington Commanders at home in Dallas in Week 2. In Brazil here, guys, this Week 3 game is the Brazil game. Ravens at Dallas Cowboys. That should be an interesting one. Everyone is going with the Ravens in that game. Something tells me that the Dallas Cowboys could definitely win this game there as well. I've got that game as a coin toss. I also went with the masses, although my heart really wants to vote for the Cowboys there in Week 3. Week 4, Cowboys at Texans. Week 5, Thursday Night Football, Buccaneers at Cowboys. What do you guys think, man? How will the Dallas Cowboys do this year? This hopefully will be a good year for Dak Download Prescott. Dak Download Prescott. I got to change my TV screen because I've got the wrong game on at this moment. Daniel says America's team. Let's effing go, says David Neville. Smash those thumbs up, y'all. Sends Angel Dusters. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, let's change this This game should be on. What channel is this game on? This game should be on ESPN. Vamos a ver. Let's click on TV. Starting soon. There we go. Sweet. Awesome. All right, so that game should be coming on here pretty quick. The Loud House says Dak Prescott won a Nickelodeon Valuable Player Award in 2022 Wild Card Game. Texans are going to crush the Cowboys, says Danny Williams. Angel Duster says Cowboys are above average team, 10-7, says Angel Dusters. Robert Zamora says they go 5-0. Ponzu says they go 2-7. Joshua says let's go Cowboys. Ultra Volva is back saying who dat. Christian saying sorry, I don't know when Virgo season passes through. Virgo season is out to September 21st, and then Libra starts. Let's see. Hey, chat, remember to like, says Ponzu. No expectations, no heartbreak, says Captain BS. Fair enough. America's team for America. Good to see you, says One-Handed Baron. What's going on, One-Handed Baron? Let's take a quick look at all the head-to-head stats then, shall we? Real quick, head-to-head comparison between Tyler Shuck and Dak Prescott. Dak, 4,500 passing yards last year. Everybody likes to poo-poo on the Dallas Cowboys, and everyone's going to say, oh, well, all of those are empty calorie yards for Dak Prescott. Hey. Dak Prescott, empty calories or not, ranked 5th in the NFL for QBR. He was 3rd in the NFL when it came to total passing yards with 4,552 passing yards. Pretty good if you ask me. And he was 4th in the NFL in total touchdowns. In passing touchdowns. He actually had 30 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. But the passing touchdowns with 30 of them is good for top 4 in the NFL. So say what you want about number 4. This dude can play. On the other side, Tyler Shuck did end up with more rushing yards than Dak Prescott. He did throw fewer interceptions, however. Not only did he throw fewer interceptions, he threw about 1/3 of the touchdowns as well. Completion percentage, pretty similar, but Tyler Shuck had a slight advantage in the completion percentage. Shuck also played a fraction of the games that Dak Prescott played. Guess what? He got sacked as many times. The passer rating was low for Shuck in comparison to Dak Prescott in 2025, so advantage Dak Prescott from the quarterback standpoint. I don't think there's much deliberation there. The defensive comparison. Last year, the Dallas Cowboys were abysmal. When it came to points per game allowed, the New Orleans Saints were the 14th team. When it came to rushing yards allowed per game, the Saints were right around 20th. Now, passing yards allowed per game, I think it's worth noting game script in these right here, folks. Well, a little bit. The Dallas Cowboys were just flat out bad. The New Orleans Saints, though, passing yards allowed per game, they only gave up 179, but most of those games, the teams were already ahead of the Saints, so there was no need to throw the football. That's why their rushing yards struggled so much. There's no excuse for the Dallas Cowboys that were worse in both categories. It was just really bad for us last year. Turnovers forced per game, advantage to the Saints there, averaging about a half a turnover more forced per game. And when it came to sacks per game, an advantage there as well with about a half a sack more per game as well for the Saints. The Saints defense was just flat out better than the Dallas Cowboys were last year. The run game comparison for both sides. This is why they had to make a change. Alvin Kamara was not there, guys. Kamara 28th in the NFL when it came to rushing yards per game, and the Saints in general here. Rushing attempts per game, not very good for New Orleans. Yards per attempt, 31st in the NFL. The Saints were bad, guys, at running the football. The Dallas Cowboys were better. Not great, but not bad. Top 10 in rushing yards per game, averaging 125 rushing yards. They were top 10 in yards per attempt. They were top 10 in rushing touchdowns per game, believe that or not. But when it came to actual how many yards or percentage of yards picked up, they did most of their damage through the air here, that's for sure. Passing game comparison. The Dallas Cowboys through the air were great. Tyler Shuck was not half bad. I will give him credit for that. But on average, the Dallas Cowboys were picking up about 50 additional air yards per game on about 1 or 2 more pass attempts per game. Completion percentage, very, very, very close. Just, guys, 2/100ths of a difference is the difference between 6th and 7th place. These were the 6th and 7th place teams there when it came to completion percentage. Yards per pass, though, big advantage to the Dallas Cowboys. And passing play percentage, 58% of the total yardage came through the air for these wide receivers. All right, y'all. Those passing stats, though, says 7 AGN cap. Trying to read your name had me tripping. Awesome, says Daniel. Awesome sauce, Daniel. Awesome sauce. Let's see, but Shuck played less games, says Tommy Braskett. Shuck did play less games. Last season, Tyler Shuck played a total of, let's go to the stats here. Last season, Tyler Shuck played 11 games. And again, Dak Prescott did play in all of the games last year, 17 games versus 11 games. This is the difference between the two sides. In 11 games, Tyler Shuck did pick up more rushing yards than Dak Prescott. He did throw for about a third of the touchdowns, though. It was just 6 less games. So we'll see what today – actually, we're probably not going to see either of these guys here today, but we will be covering the Dallas Cowboys all season long, and we do have multiple New Orleans Saints games scheduled for this season. What's going on, Lynn Brown? Welcome in. Pickens is great, says Owl on the Prowl. Steve says, come on, guys, let's effing go. Right, bud? Let's effing go, Steve. How you doing, man? Thank you, Lynn Brown. Appreciate you in the chat right now. All of you guys in this chat, let's effing go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, cool. So this week, we can take a look at all of the stats. This game should be getting started here any minute, but these are all the games for this week. We saw the Steelers and the Bills last night. The Bills pulled off a miraculous comeback win. The Dallas Cowboys are playing the Saints right now. There are multiple other games currently taking place at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, Commanders-Ravens is almost done already at this point. It's 7 o'clock. We've got Falcons and Dolphins already happening. Texans and Panthers already happening. Buccaneers and Jaguars. Giants and Jets already happening. The Bengals and Eagles are about to get started. The Cardinals and Packers are about to get started. The Seahawks and Chiefs are about to get started. And the Vikings and the Broncos are going to get started in about 1 hour here. If one of your teams is currently playing, then you can pop in and out. I'll be here for this one. Tomorrow, there are only 2 games. Tomorrow, I will be covering, you guessed it, 2 games. So we'll be doing both of those games tomorrow, see how that goes. But this should be fun. I hope your Cowboys do all right, says Michael Nesbitt. Tommy Braskett says, need Saints logo. I got you, Tommy. Tommy needs a Saints logo here. I got you, big dog. Hang on. Hang on, Tommy. I got you. Okay. Memberships. Badges and emojis. Emojis. Who should we get rid of? Oh, let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of those stinky Jaguars. We're going to remove the Jacksonville Jaguars and put the Saints logo in. There we go. Saints. Save and publish. All right, Tommy, if you refresh your screen, you should have access now to that Saints logo. This game is happening at Jerry World, ladies and gentlemen, so still no kickoff at this moment. Dallas Cowboys versus New Orleans Saints. Kickoff in just a minute here. Got about 600 people watching. All right, guys, I've been pretty bad about this. So I tried taking my foot off the gas with requesting likes and subscribes on this channel. Today, the fact that it's a Dallas Cowboys game, I'm going to push for it harder than usual. If you are currently watching this live stream, man, do me a favor. Smash the like button now before this game gets started so people know we are here. And let's go ahead and push this live stream to the next level. Close this out. Analytics. Sweet. 150 likes. We're at 150 right now. Maybe we can get to 250 before kickoff here. Kickoff in just a moment. You'll notice that down below underneath here, guys, we've got a different drive chart than we have had in the past. Ooh, actually, I got to change one more thing. Let's put this enabled, relaunch. It's going to relaunch everything here in just a second. Cool. So everything should be relaunched. This should take us to new tab. Sweet. We can close this out. Awesome. All right, y'all. So down below, it's going to be a new drive chart, something that a lot of you have not seen unless you watched us yesterday. If you have not seen this, just know that down below, I've got a 3D rendering of this game. It's going to feel like Nickelodeon slime time a little bit. The plays down below are going to be one play behind the actual call here. So I'm going to call it, and you're going to watch the replay happen down underneath. It's a really interesting way to call these games. I'm super excited for this here, ladies and gentlemen. And this kickoff is coming at y'all any moment now. So scrolling by at the bottom of the screen, guys, y'all can see the spread for today. According to ESPN, the spread has changed and widened even farther. The Dallas Cowboys are now 3.5-point favorites here. How about the New Orleans Saints starting off their preseason 0-2 and the Dallas Cowboys starting off their preseason 2-1? I know. Michael Nesbitt says, it's preseason. It'll pick up during the regular season. Fact there, Mr. Nesbitt. Robert Nutter says, what's going on, Football Nation? Cowboys are going to do good tonight. First quarter and second quarter should be good for our starters. Are going to play, says Robert. Long time since I've been on here. What's up, Cowboys Nation, says Luttrell Shaw. What up, Luttrell? Welcome in, my friend. We've got Go Nicole saying, who dat nation? Yeah, we got a lot of people from Louisiana in this chat here these days. I like it. Space Explorer says, oh, nice. Graphics are back. The graphics are back, Space Explorer. Hazer420 says, let's effing go. Go Nicole says, don't be rude, Mario. Tommy Braskett drops in for the Saints right now. Let's go, Tommy. I see you. Go Nicole drops the fleur-de-lis as well. Trivia quiz for you guys at halftime, too. All right, y'all. We still don't have kickoff just yet. That's okay. Week 1 of the NFL season should be really fun. I've got the schedule right here, actually, for week 1. That's the preseason. The week 1 schedule, guys, when this happens, it's going to be the Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks in week 1, Wednesday, September 9th. Wednesday, September 9th, folks. That means that after tomorrow, there will be no football until Wednesday, September 9th. Now, I have my typo up there. I never fixed that typo, but that is the not actually going to be the Australia game. That Melbourne-Australia game is Thursday, September 10th. So the first Thursday night football game of the year is actually going to be in Australia, in case you did not know. Sunday, I'll be covering 3 games in week 1. We are going to be covering the Bills and the Texans, as well as the Commanders and Eagles, and the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. And then for Monday Night Football, we will be live again for the Broncos and the Chiefs. I hope you guys join us for all of those games. Cool. Tight. Let's cut back here. The ball's moving around on the field. We don't have kickoff just yet. Christian Garcia says, like the damn button, people. My NFL graphic. I love it so much. I should crush the giant sweep, but not actually going to be one. By the way, guys, for you Dallas Cowboys fans watching, we are giving away a Troy Aikman signed football, ladies and gentlemen. An official football signed by Troy Aikman, a certified football signed by Troy Aikman. It does have the JSA grading number as well as the JSA sticker. If you guys want a chance to add this Troy Aikman signed football to your collection, there is a link down below for pick'ems. Week 1 for the NFL Pick'ems. Not only are we giving away this Troy Aikman signed football, we are also giving away $100 with it. So if you guys want to play, it's absolutely free. Just so you know. All right, guys, the football has fallen over, had to be reset right now. So it's reset by Brandon Aubrey. He turns his head. He puts his hands on his hips. He backs up here to kick this off right now. He's going to hold here for just a minute. Watching Brandon Aubrey. Steps off to the side now. A couple steps off sideways. He's going to approach it and kick it, and it's game on. Here is the opening kick at Jerry World. The 10, the 15, the 20. Ooh, nice move. The 25, the 30, down at the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. Big kick return here for the New Orleans Saints. It's 1st and 10 at about the 33 for New Orleans. Okay, let's bring this up over here. 1st and 10 coming up for the New Orleans Saints. Ladies and gentlemen, 14 minutes and 53 seconds on the clock. We've got a 1st and 10 coming up now. So if you guys watch down below, folks, I've got, there we go. Close this out. All right, 1st and 10 this time. A snap and a handoff to the left-hand side. A scramble play. Good run. The 40, the 50 across midfield, and a strong run this time is going to result in a 1st down. Looks like Barry and Brown picks up 12 yards on the left-hand side. You just watch that play down below. It's 1st down. New Orleans Saints. The clock is ticking. 1st and 10. 45-yard line. The New Orleans Saints, looks like they went out of bounds just a little bit sooner than appeared. Motion on the field right now, waiting for the snap. It's taken. Spencer Rattler fakes the handoff. He throws it to the left-hand side. Kendre Miller makes the run. Kendre Miller picks up 15 yards on that play. Back-to-back monster plays here. You can see that play on that left-hand side. Kendre Miller pushed out of bounds. Good play right there for the New Orleans Saints yet again. Back-to-back monster plays. All right, well, Spencer Rattler is now 2 for 2 today. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10 here. The football is currently at the, I got the 40-yard line here. 1st and 10 at the Dallas 40. Motion on the field right now. The snap and the drop back. Looking to the right, going to deliver this one. It's going to be caught. It's going to be caught at about the 24-yard line. Call it the 25. Bryce Lance makes the catch. Number 18 here for the New Orleans Saints. And it's another New Orleans Saints 1st down. So a 1st down for the black and gold here. New Orleans approaching the red zone. All right, you can see it down below, guys. The New Orleans Saints are approaching the red zone right now in a shotgun formation. Spencer Rattler waits for the snap. You got motion on the field. The snap comes in. It's a handoff to Kendre Miller. Miller gets a 5-yard run down inside the 20. Call it down at about the 17. It's going to bring up a 1st down. A 2nd down coming up here. An 8-yard pickup. 2nd down and 2 after Kendre Miller makes a good run. So 2nd down and 2. We are inside of the red zone. All right. Inside the red zone, the New Orleans Saints line up for 2nd down and 2. 17-yard line motion on the field. Spencer Rattler turns around and hands it off to Miller again. Miller is going to be brought down after a 1-yard gain. It's 3rd down and 1 at the Dallas Cowboys 16-yard line. You can see that tackle being made just before the line of scrimmage. Let's actually give you a little blimp action here so y'all can see the plays developing from a little further out. Hurry up offense here as they get back to the line. Spencer Rattler falls forward on a quarterback sneak and picks up a good chunk of yards. Except there's a flag on the play, so hold the phone. 3rd down and inches. A flag on the play. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's a false start here. No, they're going to call this illegal formation. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down. So 3rd down and 5 puts them at the Dallas Cowboys, looks like 20-yard line. 12 minutes and 12 seconds left to play in quarter number 1 after the flag on the play. I've actually got a 3rd down and 6 on my TV screen. So Spencer Rattler stays out there. The football has been moved back. 3rd down and 6. 12 minutes left to go, and the clock starts ticking once again after the penalty. In the shotgun from the left hash, Spencer Rattler waits for the snap. A little motion here from the big tight end. Blitz coming in. Rattler's in trouble. The throw comes out, and this is... Oh, the official says incomplete, and it stops the clock. There's another flag on this play, though. Let's find out what this one is. I think it's going to be a holding on the offense, and I think it's going to be declined. Yeah, holding, offense, penalty is declined. Result of the play, 4th down. So 4th down coming up now. You'll see me call these plays, and you'll see the plays happen down below, guys. Kind of a fun little feature here. Looks like a field goal is now coming up here for the New Orleans Saints. So the Saints going to kick one now. Saints from 38 yards out. Let's see if they can knock this one back. 38-yard field goal attempt. This is always fun. Field goals are always fun. All right, guys, here we go. Daniel Carlson trying to get any extra dirt off of his cleats here. Snap comes in, the hold from the left hash. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the New Orleans Saints get the first points. All right, guys, New Orleans is the first to score here. The Saints put 3 points on the board, and the Dallas Cowboys bend but do not break. They managed to get a stop here and hold the Saints to just 3. I heard something in my headphones pop off. Let's see what this is. Looks like Eden Malik says, "Let's go Cowboys." What's up, Eden? Eden Malik says, "Let's go Cowboys. I need that W, LOL, but I love the subtle change of the play map. It's fire." How have you been, Mario? What's up, chat? What's going on, Eden Malik? How are you today? Cowboys is going to score first. Just watch, says Joe Romo. W, says Joe Romo. Darn, says Joe Romo. Cowboys didn't score first. No, they didn't. So you did listen to me. That's awesome, says Greg Meadows. Greg, how are you? Welcome in. Hello, Mario. Moderators and Football Nation fans everywhere, says Bride a Bike Guy. Welcome, Bride a Bike Guy. And thank you to Eden Malik for that $5 super chat, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to give you a fist bump, bro. Boom. All right, guys, commercial break. When we get back, it'll be the Dallas Cowboys football. Shout out to everyone in today's live stream here. Reminds me of electric football, says Mickey Martin. Tommy Braskett says, it's good for the Saints here. Let me see. Did I have anything else? I want to make sure that I don't drop anything during this live stream. So let me just triple check right now. I just want to make sure. There we go. We got another one here. Earth Citizen says, thank you. Earth Citizen, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Hold on, I had that chat pop up somewhere. There we go. I saw you, Earth Citizen. Appreciate you. Dallas will get a touchdown before New Orleans, says David. Alicia says, hi, what's going on, Alicia? Z-Man says, Spurs in 4. Go, Spurs, go. Go, Spurs, go. Don't toy with my emotions, Z-Man. Adam Garcia says, let's go, Cowboys. Doomsday is near. Alicia says, who's that? David says hello. David, how you doing, Mr. Nethercut? All right, guys. We'll turn that off. We've got a kickoff. An incipient kickoff. And then the kickoff will be in progress. In progress kickoff coming in just a moment. Just want to make sure I've got the right visibility here on the field down below. Kickoff coming any moment now, guys. Clayton Adams, offensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys this year. Let's see what he does. Our Scion says, Tony Stark. What's going on? I see you, Mr. Scion. So, I don't know if Jerry World is crooked or something, but all of a sudden the footballs aren't staying up on the kicking tees. So now we've got Carlson having to reset the football again himself. Here comes the kickoff now for the New Orleans Saints. It's going over to the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys about to get possession here. Well, the Saints were held to a field goal. This kickoff goes through the back of the end zone. It's a touchback, and the Dallas Cowboys will start this drive on the 35-yard line. You see that one goes way over. And there's that. So that kick goes way over there. Flag on the field, says Mickey. Didn't see one here. I got Joe Milton taking the field right now for the Dallas Cowboys. No Dak Prescott here today, and I am not surprised by that at all. I'm not surprised by that at all. Looks like Phil Maffa is the running back in on this play. Break! Cowboys line up. Joe Milton going to line up under center for this first play at the 35-yard line. Motion on the field. Snap comes in. He bootlegs to the right. Big throw overhead. One-handed catch up the field right here. It's Tyler Johnson who makes the grab. 1st and 10 becomes 2nd down and 6 after a 4-yard pickup, but there's a flag on the play, so hold the phone. Flag on the play. Let's find out what this penalty is. Stand by. Don't. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on number 28 defense. 15-yard penalty and an automatic Dallas Cowboys first down. And this is stuff that is lingering over from practice. Training camp, we saw the Dallas Cowboys players being suplexed by Saints players in some of those videos. The Dallas Cowboys, thanks to that penalty, have now crossed midfield. Here's a snap as Joe Milton takes it, turns around, and hands this off to Phil Maffa. Maffa is going to pick up, looks like, 4 yards on this one. It's 2nd down and 6. Clock is ticking once again. Football across midfield to the New Orleans 42-yard line as Phil Maffa is brought down on that play. 2nd down and 6 at the New Orleans 42. Where do you go from here? Dallas Cowboys have won all of their preseason games so far. Let's see if they can keep that trend going. An offset I formation. You'll see the offset to the right there. Here's the snap and a handoff. Phil Maffa gets the carry again using the block from the fullback on that right-hand side. So here comes the play. You'll see the run to the right. Phil Maffa through the defense. He's down 1 yard short of the line to gain. 3rd down and 1 coming up now. Can we still be Freds? Yes to the Loud House. How do I get those NFL emojis? Says C. Doves. That is specifically for channel members, my friend, if you want to be a channel member. Maybe one of the moderators can walk you through how to do that. The more members we have, the more badges and emojis we get. 3rd down and 1. Here's the snap and a single back formation. It's going to be a handoff. Looks like this one is going to be a 2-yard pickup for Phil Maffa. And on 3rd down and 1, 2 yards is good enough for Dallas Cowboys. First down. First down for the Dallas Cowboys. It moves the sticks. So the chain crew will pick up the sticks and march forward another 10 yards. Set those down right here. 1st and 10 coming up for the Dallas Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the New Orleans 35-yard line. I'm going to zoom out so you can see how far they are from the end zone. So 35 yards out, it's 1st and 10, shotgun formation. 4-man rush comes in, a look to the left, a throw to the left. Anthony Smith makes the catch on that left-hand side. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 2. 2nd down and 2. You watch that play happen down below. So there's the catch. That's where the play ended here. 2nd down and 2. This time the football at the New Orleans 27-yard line. 2 yards shy of the line to gain. 27-yard line. Single back formation. It's a snap and a handoff to Phil Maffa, but good job here by the Saints defense. A 1-yard pickup as that run goes to the left-hand side. The left-hand run does not result in a first down. It's 3rd and 1, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd down and 1. I'm going to cut back to the epic view here. We'll see what this looks like as these plays change. All righty, folks, 3rd down and 1. 8 minutes and 30 seconds here left to go. The Dallas Cowboys in an offset I formation again. The snap comes in. The flags are coming in. Joe Milton is on the run. Joe Milton picks up the first down and then some. If this flag is against the Saints, it's declined. If this flag is against the Dallas Cowboys, it'll be accepted. And I think it's going to be accepted here. I got a 3rd down and 6 coming up. All right, so illegal shift here against the Dallas Cowboys is going to bring back this play. It's 3rd down and 6 at the New Orleans 31. So 3rd down and 6 at the Saints 31-yard line. 8 minutes and 15 seconds here left to play in the first quarter. So far, so good for both sides. Neither side has given up a touchdown just yet. Empty backfield snap comes in. Looking to the left, throwing to the left. Pass broken up. Great defense played right there. It's an incomplete pass. It stops the clock, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and 6. Looks like the Dallas Cowboys are now going to bring out Brandon Aubrey for a 49-yard field goal attempt. 49-yard field goal attempt for Brandon Aubrey. Dude, this is cake. Brandon Aubrey's got this. You can go ahead and just give us those 3 points. Aubrey, hands on the collar here. I'm not going to pull on mine, but from the left hash, the 49-yarder, the snap, the hold is clean. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the Dallas Cowboys will score 3 points themselves. Dallas with a field goal. We're all tied up. It's 3-3. We've got about 8 minutes left to go in quarter number 1. The New Orleans Saints are about to get the football here for the 2nd time tonight. And the Dallas Cowboys have managed to tie up this game. If you guys are watching, thank you all for hanging out. Be sure to smash that like button if you have not already done so. Make the stats smaller and make the football field bigger, says Greg Meadows. Greg, it's actually a pretty easy fix. I can totally do that. I could technically totally do that. But then we're not going to see all of the stats, and I know a lot of people do enjoy the stats. I'm not going to change the formula just yet. I could tinker with it because, of course, it is preseason, and we don't have a whole lot of time left to make our experiments at this point. Let's see. Stats over here. We can shrink this down. Make it smaller so you guys can see those stats, but you won't be able to see as many stats as you would otherwise. Meh. Right? Let's see. Trip to the fridge time. Canadian bacon is decent too. Mario, that jacket is holding them back, says Real Bill. Yeah, I mean, we can totally mess with these. There's a bit more extension down here, down below. But I don't think that makes that big of a difference. I'm actually going to change this back to what it was before. I think having the stats over on the right-hand side helps the people who are here for fantasy football purposes. And I want to be as helpful as possible. That's really the main thing for me. One more thing I do need to change here. Scoreboards. These need to be... There we go. That looks better. Yeah, that feels better. Cool. All right. Hello. Canadian bacon is decent. Let's see. Too close, actually, says Steve. Yeah, I could zoom this out, too. I wish I had a better field of view here. I can actually change this, but once I set it, then we're set, right? We can keep it on the football. In progress, free, epic, auto. Should keep it here. Just keep it on epic. We'll zoom out from time to time. Let's see. We can just turn out phone portrait. Awesome, says Greg Meadows. The newborn cousin reading some of these comments. I published my hobby box video today. I think it's the worst box of flagship. Says Ideal Hit Chaser. What's going on, Ideal Hit Chaser? I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about. Hobby box video? Anyone have a good box yet? What's a hobby box? Here's the kickoff, folks. The Dallas Cowboys are sending this back to the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are going to bring this out to the 10, the 15, the 20, the 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and down at the 29-yard line. It's 1st and 10. You'll see the run over here at the bottom of the screen. Looks like there seems to be a little bit of a little seam disconnect. I did actually make a request to have this as close to real time as possible. I think that's the trade-off, right? So now we can get the plays coming in almost as close to real time. Like yesterday, it was 30 seconds behind. Today, it's about 15 seconds behind. We've got a 1st and 10, 29-yard line. Shotgun formation. Snap comes in. Spencer Rattler fakes the handoff. He delivers the pass to the left-hand side, and he puts that behind his intended receiver. Watch this play here. Watch this play. It's behind the receiver. We're going to replay this one, actually. There's a flag on the play there, too. Watch the snap come in. Keep an eye on Welch. He puts that football right behind him instead of where he was supposed to put it. So that's going to be a missed opportunity here. It is actually going to get bailed out here by the officials. There was a flag on the play, folks. So a flag on the play might have been declined. 1st and 10. We got a 1st and 10. All right, I got a 1st and 10 at the New Orleans 34, actually, after that penalty. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Instead of tinkering with this stuff, I should focus on calling. Motion. Rattler hands it off. It's Miller who gets the carry, and Kendre Miller picks up 6 yards here on 1st and 10. It's 2nd down and 4 now. 2nd down and 4. Strong run to the left-hand side from Kendre Miller. Good old days, says Steve. I'm going to tell them guys from the other Dallas Cowboys fan to move over to your stuff. Leash better grab night. You do. Greg Meadows, thank you, my friend. I hope you do. 2nd down and 4, shotgun formation. Snap comes in. Spencer Rattler does hand this one off. It's going to be a run to the left-hand side, and it looks like on 2nd down and 4, a gain of about 4 should be enough to move the sticks. We've got 6:58 here left to play. I think this is a 1st down. It sure is. 1st down, New Orleans Saints. Moving the football here. It's 1st and 10 at the New Orleans, 44-yard line? 1st and 10 across midfield. Am I right? My TV screen is tripping me out. Refresh this one here. On my TV screen, I've got a 1st and 10 at the New Orleans 44-yard line. So New Orleans has not crossed midfield yet. They're on their own 44. 6:51 left to play. The clock is stopped for whatever reason. It looks like it's a virtual measurement coming in, ladies and gentlemen. So virtual measurement. The officials are moving the sticks here. Again, they put this football on the 44-yard line, 1st and 10. Shout out to Robert Zamora, who says hello to Mrs. Jagular. Shout out to Mrs. Jagular. Joe Romo, I see you as well. Ashley, thank you. Thank you, Ashley. 1st and 10 at the 44. Snap comes in. Tyler Shuck fakes the handoff. Looks to the left. Looks to the right. Checks this one down underneath. It's going to be caught shy of the 50. Down at the 49. Looks like Spencer Rattler connects, I should say, with Audric Estime. Picks up 6 yards at 2nd down and 4. Clock is ticking. 2nd down. Clock is hot. Hyson, Hansen, and Green reading comments right now. Over on the side. Folks, motion on the field again, this time from the bottom to the top of the screen. The motion man lines up in the slot. It's a snap, and it's a quick handoff to the left-hand side. Looks like Bryce Lance is going to get the carry. And on 2nd down and 5, looks like a good run to the left-hand side. It's actually not Bryce Lance who gets the carry. Who just got the carry here? Either way, it looks like a 1st down. You know what the issue is? Ooh, hurry up offense. Here's the snap. Spencer Rattler delivers a big pass. This time it is Bryce Lance. A catch on the left-hand side coming out of the hurry up offense. There's the throw. You can see it there. Big catch out towards the sideline. 5:22 here left to go. There is one change that I needed here. All right, guys, so we've got a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's a snap and a toss to the right-hand side. This will be carried by Audric Estime. He gets all the way out to about the Dallas 27. This does bring up a 2nd down and 6 out towards the right-hand side. There's that play down below. Now you can see it. You mean Rattler. You keep saying Shuck. Oh, my bad. I do mean Spencer Rattler. Tyler Shuck is not playing in today's game. I am I wish I could have seen a little bit of Tyler Shuck. I've actually got Tyler Shuck. I picked him up late in my Dynasty League, and everyone's been trying to offer me trades for him. We'll see how Shuck does this season, but it is Spencer Rattler, and my apologies, folks, for saying Tyler Shuck. Spencer Rattler hands this off to Kendre Miller, and Miller this time picks up a ton of yardage here. Strong run through the middle. It puts the square inside the red zone, folks. We are inside the red zone now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 14. It's going to be a handoff, and it's going to be a run for a modest gain. 2nd down and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8 coming up for the New Orleans Saints. The football is currently at the Dallas Cowboys 12-yard line. There's a Dallas Cowboys defender who is currently down and holding his wrist. Looks like this time it's Maris Liufau. Oh, no. Maris Liufau is down, holding that left wrist. You don't want him getting hurt for the Dallas Cowboys. This is going to take us to an injury timeout. It does stop the clock with 3:41. I do need to change one quick thing here, guys. Couldn't figure out why the ball kept getting bigger than it hit me. I see what you did there, Steve. Okay, we're in a commercial break. When we get back, it's 2nd down and 8. I need to print out a quick roster here. The one roster I didn't get a chance to print today. File, import, upload, Saints roster. Open this up, import data. What? Why did it give me these colors? Okay, that's fine. Doesn't matter. I'm going to take everything. I'm going to make it bold. I'm going to make it size 16. Okay, one other thing. I'm going to print this out. I think I'm only going to print out this. Okay, we're going to print this out. Selected cells in portrait mode. It's going to fit to page. Get this all there. I'm going to have to reprint this some other time. But for now, this will work. File, print. I'm a big fan of having my data on paper. I know that's weird. Some people think I'm weird for that. But it makes me feel better because sometimes sometimes I know that they get things wrong. And if I can use my own eyeballs to see who is making the plays, I feel so much better that way. Hamat says, awesome graphics, great idea. Thanks, Hamat. They're not my graphics. You can thank Fan Live for these graphics. And it's currently printing out another cheat sheet here for me. Yeah, I'm fine with just this, honestly. I'd be totally fine with just this right now. Okay, well, coming back, we are still inside the red zone. 2nd down and 8. The clock starts to tick once again. Lined up here this time, looks like at about the 12-yard line. Can the New Orleans Saints punch this one in? Spencer Rattler takes the snap. He dips and dives and delivers a pass that is going to find the hands of a Cowboys defender. Luckily, he cannot hang on to that football. It's incomplete. This one was to Kalen Carson. Dallas almost comes up with an interception. 3rd down and 8 at the Dallas 12-yard line. Spencer Rattler out there doing his thing. Noah, good to see you too, my friend. Noah says, good to see you again, pal. College football starting tomorrow, and I'm thinking about commentating that Boise State versus Oregon game. Hey, man, the one thing you need to do is always just commit. 3rd down and 8 out of the shotgun. Spencer Rattler on the run, delivers a pass, and the player makes the catch. It's caught by Welch, but there is a flag on the play. I think it's going to be against the Dallas Cowboys, and this should be a 1st and goal after this penalty. Illegal contact, defense number 21, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down for the New Orleans Saints. It's first and goal at the Dallas 7-yard line. All right, guys, here's the first down visual. You're about to see this reset here. So first down, the line to gain is now going to be the goal line. It's first and goal from the 7. First and goal. Single back formation. The snap comes in. It's an end around to the right-hand side. Cuts back, bobs and weaves. It's going to be in for a touchdown, Saints! There is no flag on the play. The Saints will score a touchdown here. Well, looks like New Orleans is the first to punch one in. The New Orleans Saints put 6 points on the board on a run to the right-hand side. Here's the replay of this run. Watch the jet sweep. Look at that. He hands it off right there, cuts back right here. He was going to go to the pylon, decided to cut back towards the middle. Let's rewatch that one more time. Watch the motion, hands off right there. Okay, at this point, he can keep going to the pylon, or he can cut back. He chose to cut back and found the end zone. Money of a play right there. The extra point attempt is also good. The New Orleans Saints are now up 10-3 over the Dallas Cowboys. Cool. All right, we are live in San Antonio, Texas, guys. Live in San Antonio. My name is Mario. I am your host. The score is 10-3. We go to a TV timeout. My friend Jason literally just gave me a new Dallas Cowboys hoodie. Says Crystal Padilla. Todd Tier says white and nerdy. Steve says better than them football tops. Trying to catch me riding dirty. Weird Al hosting stuff is hard on the kidneys. Too funny. Touchdown Saints, let's go, says Alec M. Noah says yes. Gotcho bad, says Joe Romo. Good play, damn, says James Degon. Let's effing go. New Orleans, who dat, says Ultra Volva. We got Nikki Nunley saying, and the Saints go marching in. I should have said that. Damn it. And now I can't use it because that was Nikki's. I should have used that, Nikki. Missed opportunity, huh? Well, that's okay. You can't get them all right. I love the graphics. Act as a replay to what you say also. Pretty good, says Steve. Rock on, man. Cool. There's way less delay today, says David Neville. There's a couple of reasons for that delay. I'm currently getting a major broadcast delay already on this side, so it looks like the creators of the application, I actually messaged these guys telling them that they had an amazing product and that I want access. I really want access to use this all season, and they said that they would hook me up with access to using this all season. They also mentioned that there are going to be some additional features added in, including a way to toggle and change the latency. Maybe I misread that, but that's the way I interpreted it. It would be really cool if they could adjust that right there. Powerpuff Girls are watching NFL games. Let's see. I love the new graphics with the play, says Tommy. It's okay. It's only the first quarter. There's plenty of time. All the way, everyone defines that differently, says Steve. Howdy, says Jason. What is this? What am I seeing, says Eden Malik. Eden Malik, you're listening to a color radio broadcast of the Dallas Cowboys versus the New Orleans Saints. Folks, on the right-hand side, I have the entire stat board and stat leaders for today, from your passers to your rushers to your wide receivers. And directly below me, I've got an updated 3D visual rendering of what's currently happening on the field. Here is the kickoff, and we do get a return to the 20, the 25, and looks like shy of the 30 here. Looks like this kickoff goes shy of the 30. Here's the return. You can see this one down at about the 29-yard line. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's 1st and 10 coming up now for the Dallas Cowboys. 1st and 10 for the boys. Cameras focused on tackle Nate Thomas, offensive player of the game today. 7th-round draft pick by the Dallas Cowboys back in 2024. We're now in 2026. It's 1st and goal. That's not right. It's 1st and 10. See, you see they have it wrong. TV says 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Here's the snap out of the gun. Milton lets this one fly. Deep shot upfield. Underthrows this one. Joe Milton looked like a granny arm on that throw. What a weak throw here. Not even close. Is there a replay here? Let's watch this one more time. What was that throw? Joe Milton with a very undercooked. The pressure was coming in on the 4-man rush. I mean, that hit the deck well short of where it was supposed to go. Anyways, okay. 1st and 10 becomes 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. So 2nd down and 10. 2 minutes and 52 seconds here left to go. There's the snap, a 4-man rush again, this time to the right, and it's swatted down at the line of scrimmage. Good job here by the New Orleans Saints defense again to break up that pass. That football goes nowhere. Stop the clock here. Oh, yeah, great job there to block that football at the line of scrimmage. So now a 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Dallas Cowboys. 2:47 left to go. Shotgun formation this time as they line up. Motion on the field from top to bottom here for the Dallas Cowboys, and then back up towards the top, so a lot of misdirection. A 4-man rush coming in. Joe Milton delivers. Caught! It's good for a 1st down at the 45-yard line. Camden Brown. 1st down, Dallas Cowboys. Woo! You can watch that replay one time real quick. Here's the replay of this one. Watch this. He looks to the right, changes his mind, lets it go, finds the turkey hole, and delivers a beautiful pass to Brown. So Camden Brown makes the grab here. It's now 1st and 10 from the 44. A turnaround, a handoff. Phil Maffa picks up a handful of yards here. It's 2nd down and 7 after that. So 1st and 10 becomes 2nd down and 7. We start the clock again. Clock is ticking, 1:57 left to go. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us today and watching today's live stream. If you have not smashed the like button on today's video yet, what the heck are you waiting for, dude? Smash the like button. Don't be that guy. Here we go. 2nd down and 7 at the 41. Single back formation. Joe Milton takes it and hands this off. Maffa patiently runs to the right-hand side, climbs the right ladder there on those hash marks. You'll see this down below. Doesn't pick up the 1st down. It is going to bring up a 3rd down and 2. 5-yard pickup for Phil Maffa. 3rd down. Break. They're going to line up here. Camera's focused on Camden Brown as Brown trots off to the sideline there. So Brown has been pulled for this play. I've got the possession needle on the wrong side, and I've had it on the wrong side for the entire drive. 3rd down and 2. 41-yard line. The snap comes in. It's going to be another handoff. Oh, good break through that defensive line. Nice run by Phil Maffa. Watch this to the right. Maffa gets the carry here, gets right through that defense, and it moves the football into good field position. So now it's a 1st down here for the Dallas Cowboys. This should take us to the end of the quarter. Pretty darn close to the end of the quarter. I got a 1st and 10 coming up for the Dallas Cowboys. Joe Milton takes the snap, tosses this one. It's backwards, it's fumbled, and it's going to be a tackle made right here. Holy smokes, that play went backwards. That's not what you want. The Dallas Cowboys toss this backwards and lose 12 yards. It's 2nd down and 22. It's the end of quarter number 1. Wow, that was wild. Victoria says, let's effing go Cowboys. What's up, Football Nation? Mario fist bumps. How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys, Victoria? How are you doing today? Hope you got yourself a couple of sales today. I know you're doing your thing out there as well, so good luck on that sales side of things. I know that's super hard to do. I wasn't built for it on my side. But, Victoria, thank you for checking into today's chat. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for your donation here today as well. Let's cut back to some stats here today, guys. Let's actually look at the schedule again for the New Orleans Saints. Donald says Maffa. Tommy says hello to Victoria. Paul Gregory says Dallas Cowboys. That'll buy a combo 3, says Steve. Wow, at Ask Victoria, says Bride a Bike Guy. Country says hello. Victoria, Crystal, look at all the colored names right here. We got Tommy, Paul, Steve, Bride a Bike Guy. All these people are channel members right now. Everybody's got a badge or something next to their names. This is awesome. Todd Tier, welcome in. Eden Malik says, holy smokes. LOL. Let's see. Time to implode, says Mark. Todd Tier, LOL. Doesn't it, LOL? I'm wonderful. Yes, sales, says Victoria. Mafafa. Once bitten, twice shy, says Robbie G. I still have faith in the Dallas Cowboys. Bubba Jack says, let's effing go Cowboys. Alicia saying, how about them Saints? Let's talk about the Saints, Alicia. Okay. Looking over here. Week 1 for New Orleans against the Lions. Come on, dude. Are you taking the Saints to beat the Detroit Lions this year in Week 1? Somebody might. I'm not. How about Week 2? They've got a new head coach here. No more John Harbaugh. Can the Saints get an upset over the Baltimore Ravens? Interestingly enough, I have the Baltimore Ravens finishing 3rd in the AFC North. There's a chance that the Saints could have a part of that coming up. Well then, after that, weeks 3, 4, and 5, Sunday, Monday, and back to Sunday. Raiders at Saints, I got the Saints. Falcons at Saints, I got the Saints. And Vikings at Saints, I got the Saints, man. So the New Orleans Saints should start the season at 3-2. Those are my just predictions, if you will. The Dallas Cowboys, tougher schedule for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got the Giants in Week 1, followed by the Commanders in Week 2. I do think the Cowboys win both of these games. Then Week 3 against the Ravens in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. Week 4, Sunday. Week 5, Thursday Night Football. And Texans, Buccaneers, Ravens, Commanders, Giants. Could be a pretty tough schedule there as well. Let's see how the Dallas Cowboys do on this drive. All right, guys, here's the snap. Joe Milton on 2nd down and 22 takes it. He scrambles to the right. There's a flag on the play. Milton delivers an incomplete pass. It stops the clock with 14:51. All right, sorry for the music. We'll turn that off for now. There's a flag on this play. I'm going to guess that this is going to be an offensive hold here, guys. No, looks like they're offsetting penalties. Flags for both sides. Illegal contact and holding. Holding on the offense, illegal contact on the defense. There are 2 fouls on the play. Holding, offense, number 71. Illegal contact, defense. Didn't catch the jersey number. Those penalties offset. Replay, 2nd down. It's 2nd and 22. Hey, 2nd and 22. Too shy, and all the girlies said, pretty fly for a white guy. Mario doesn't know the band Great White. I don't think I do. 2nd and 22 from the 38-yard line. A quick throw. Tip drill. Holy cow. Almost intercepted there off the hands of Camden Brown. That incomplete pass is lucky to have found the floor. That was almost intercepted there. That was almost intercepted there. Now I'm wondering, you know what, let's see if I turn off the fantasy stuff. I'll make it nighttime. Okay. See if that'll change anything here. Turned off the fantasy scores. Let's see if that actually updates. 3rd down and 22. It's a throw to the left. It's going to be caught out here, and this gets them closer to field goal range, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to put us in Brandon Aubrey field goal range. Looks like there's a little less clipping there without the extra fantasy numbers. Muddying it up. We can also get rid of the officials there. It's just one less thing for them to have to track. 4th down coming up after this one, guys. We got a 4th down, and Brandon Aubrey is going to kick a 51-yard field goal. So special teams is out here. 51-yard field goal for the Dallas Cowboys with 14 minutes and 11 seconds left to go. This time from the left hash, Brandon Aubrey. The snap comes in. He kicks this one up. This is a high kick right there. Holy cow. Brandon Aubrey almost hits the moon with this one. The field goal is good. Brandon Aubrey knocks it straight through. It's now 10-6. The Dallas Cowboys still trail by 4. We go to a commercial break, guys. 14 minutes left to go here. 14 minutes left to go. All right. Cool. Tight. Noah says, I'm working on my scoring thing. I got the shot clock to work. Shot clock to work on, but it's going well. Mickey says, Cowboys go first. Let's see. Courtney's in the house. What's up, Courtney? How you doing? Looks like a couple of jewels were just gifted out from Johnny Gonzo. Thank you, Johnny Gonzo. At least get a suit that's got a bunch of stars on it, says Great Meadows. Dude, I've got this right here, man. I've got my Dallas Cowboys chain. I've got my Dak Prescott jersey. I'm going to rock this for now. It's also a blue suit. I've got a different blue suit blazer over there, but it's like, nah. Looks kind of cheesy. Looks more like Colts blue than anything else. All right. Let's take a look at the analytics for today's live stream. We are sitting at about 572 people watching. We've got 360 likes. Can we get to 500 likes by halftime? At this point, I'm sure we've got people in here watching who have not smashed that like button just yet. Y'all know what to do. You guys know what to do. Thank you for hanging out with us today and watching this live stream. Is Dak Prescott even dressed? I don't know. I didn't even actually catch that. All the girlies say I'm pretty old for a fly high. Let's see who gets the ball in the first half. So the kickoff went to the New Orleans Saints. They opened up this game with scoring 3 points. The Dallas Cowboys will get the football to start the second half. Julio Lucero, I got you. What's up, Cowboys twin, says Crystal Padilla. Says Todd Tier. Who Dat Nation, says Go Nicole. Ola, says Ashley. David Neville says, Aubrey, cash me out. Let's effing go, says David Neville. You need a Tom Landry hat, says Jason. I don't know if I could pull off a Tom Landry hat. Turn that off for now. Only the black and gold we recognize. The only black and gold we recognize is the Steelers, says Johnny Gonzo. Fair enough. Julio Lucero says, thanks, brother. Shout out to Bear Schweiger saying, what's going on, Mario? What's up, Bear Schweiger? How you doing, man? Let's get a fist bump to my friend Bears. Bear, how are you? Here's the kickoff. This comes all the way out to the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20. Finding some spacing here, the 25, the 26, the 27, and down goes White. Down goes White at about the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up now for the New Orleans Saints. Saints going to take over. It's a 1st and 10 at the 29. Viva Who Dat, says Nikki. Hola, Bear. We them boys, says Ryan. What's up, Ryan? Ryan Donahue. Ryan Donahue. What up, Ryan Donahue? Go Saints. Here's a look to the right, a quick throw to the right. Kevin Austin going to make the catch on 1st and 10. It's a 3-yard pickup. It's 2nd down and 7. The clock is hot once again. Tackle made out there on the right-hand side by the CB for Dallas. I've got a 2nd down and 7 at the New Orleans 32 coming up here. I'm going to get off my feet. Zoom this in. Okay, 2nd down and 7. Spencer Rattler is the quarterback in right now. Spencer Rattler is 6 of 8 here today. Motion on the field. There is the snap. Rattler, little bootleg here. Looks to the left, connects on the left. It's caught, and it looks like Audric Estime will pick up about 3 yards on this one. Result of the play is 3rd down and 4 at the New Orleans 35 on a little bootleg screen play. Wasn't exactly the biggest screen play. Von Miller, Jonathan Bullard, Kobe Durant, Darian Kendrick, P.J. Locke, Tyrus Wheat, Otito Ogbonia, and Jalen Thompson all added by the Dallas Cowboys. We also traded for Rashawn Gary and D. Winters. Dallas Cowboys defense is very, very different this year compared to last year. 3rd down and 4 at the New Orleans 35. Spencer Rattler, clean pocket to the right, connects with Audric Estime again. The 40, the 30, the 45, a stiff arm, a spin move, and down at the 48, a first down picked up here. There's the stiff arm, spin move, what? And then he's tackled after that. First down coming up here for the New Orleans Saints. Saints move the football to the 48-yard line. They are 2 yards shy. 2 yards shy here, folks. Okay, let's see something. Is it swap sides? What does swap sides mean? Ah. Is he gonna, what did that mean? Is he gonna give it to me from this side? This is what I'm seeing on the screen, so this would be right. 2nd down and 7 is what's on my TV screen here. I missed a play. My apologies. 1st and 10 becomes 2nd down and 7. We'll see how this delay works here and see how this affects the flipping of this around. I just flipped it on purpose. 2nd down and 7. The snap comes in. It's going to be a handoff here. Spencer Rattler hands this off, and it's going to be a loss of yardage to Kendre Miller. This will bring up a 3rd down and 9 as Miller is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down and 9. Clock continues to go. AZ Sadiner says, we want Romo. Shotgun formation on the right hash here from the 49-yard line. Snap comes in for Spencer Rattler. 4-man rush almost gets to him. Rattler is under pressure. We've got running from Rattler, and Rattler goes out of bounds. A flag for late hit out of bounds is going to be my guess here. Late hit out of bounds is probably the flag right there. 10:32 left to go. Let's find out what this is. This would have brought up a 4th down, I believe. Let's see. They're going to make a call. They're calling it personal foul after the play, unnecessary roughness. No late hit out of bounds, but still it's going to be an automatic first down for the New Orleans Saints on the unnecessary roughness call. So the foul against the Dallas Cowboys. The Saints going to move a big way up the field here. Look at how far that moves them into Cowboys territory. That puts them firmly into Cowboys territory here. All right. Well, it's first down. 1st and 10. Whoa, 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 whoa. The penalty was assisted by replay. My TV screen says 4th down, so what just happened here? Did they decline an unnecessary roughness? Replay assist just reversed the call right now after the white hat made the official call. I don't think I've ever seen that before, ladies and gentlemen. I had to pop off my headphones to hear what they were saying. The white hat literally just gave a first down, and then replay assist scratched that. So 4th down and 8. The punt. As a Cowboys fan, I'm fine with it. But they got to show us that replay if they're going to do the replay assist thing, right? And unfortunately, this replay isn't exactly the most replay of those replays. This is the punt. This doesn't exactly give us the perfect visibility here. Anyways, the punt does go out to about the 15-yard line. It's going to be down at the 14. 1st and 10 coming up for the Dallas Cowboys when we get back from this commercial break. I'm not going to dwell on that. That was just a surprise there. Since when is that a thing? Says Ethan. That's what I'm saying, bro. Since when is that a thing? I'm with you, Ethan. I've literally never seen that before. The white hat came out and told America unnecessary roughness, and then the replay assist comes out and says Nah. I don't care that you already told everyone this. Our Scion says, you are good at Madden replaying, LOL. My favorite John Wayne movie is Hatari. Let's see, a Jerry Jones rule. I like the new field goal rule. Was that adopted? Which one, David Bacco? The field goal rule that I know that changed in the UFL is that they now add a 60-yard. You now get 4 points for a 60-yard field goal, which is kind of crazy if I'm being honest. Nicholas Allegretta says, say my name, please. Say my name, say my name. Go Saints, says Nicholas. Jason says sigh. Todd Tier says Searchers is awesome. Mark saying since Vegas called. Tommy Braskett says rigged for the Cowboys. Idiots in black and white, says Nick Nunley. Go Saints, says Nick. 4 points if over 60? Yes, David Bacco. That's my understanding. I think the UFL just adopted that. I think they're also tinkering with the punt rules. They say you can't punt inside the 50. But a 4-point field goal would definitely generate much better kickers in the NFL. That's for sure. Go Nicole drops the Saints logo. Subscribe, says Nicholas. All right, folks. Looks like we're about to get back to this game. 1st and 10 at the Dallas Cowboys 14-yard line. The Cowboys break. We'll line up here. Looks like we're not lined up for live. The Dallas Cowboys snap handoff. Joe Milton puts this in the belly of Phil Maffa. Maffa will pick up 5 yards. It's 2nd down and 5, and the clock is ticking. We are 9.5 minutes away from halftime here, folks. 2nd down and 5 at the Dallas Cowboys 19-yard line after a 5-yard run from Phil Maffa. Last chance for the rookies. Let's effing go. I see you. I see you, my friend. Actually, I can do this part. I can actually totally move this up just a little bit. Give you more view there. Here's a handoff to the left-hand side. Looks like this handoff is going to be a gain of 4. It's not going to be enough to move the sticks yet again, guys. So a strong run through a lot of traffic here. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. What else can we turn off or on these settings here? We can turn the routes off as well. And we can turn the referees off as well. Let's see what this looks like without all the additional routes graphics coming up. 3rd down and 1. 23-yard line, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd down and 1 at the 23. Joe Milton takes the snap, hands this off, and back to the line of scrimmage they go. The officials calling it short of the line to gain. It'll bring up a 4th down and 1. So 4th down and 1, and it looks like the punt team is going to come out here for the Dallas Cowboys. This could be a fake punt, though, so keep your eyes and ears open here. This might even be a virtual measurement. It looked like he might have picked it up. He didn't touch the ground. He was sitting on top of a defender. There might be a challenge flag coming in. No, it's 4th down and 1. Joe Milton on 4th down from the Cowboys' own 25-yard line. Joe Milton is going to go for it and get it converted. 1st down, Dallas Cowboys. Okay. 1st down for the Dallas Cowboys. Was not expecting that. Gutsy call. Gutsy play. It worked. So gutsy call, gutsy play. It worked out this time. Here's a 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. The Dallas Cowboys, Joe Milton takes it from the 25. Air mails this one across the middle. So a big throw here for Joe Milton will stop the clock. 7:40 left to go. Nowhere near the intended receiver this time. 2nd down and 10. 7:40 left to go. It's 2nd down and 10. The plays are happening down below me, folks. So I'm calling the plays, and you're seeing them develop just seconds after I call it. Shout out to AZ Satiner, Greg Meadows, Nicholas Allegretta. Squatch 209 just switched to the Broncos, man. Here's the snap. Hip flip, looks to the left, throws to the left. It's caught. This looks like a 20-yard pickup. It's good for a first down, Dallas Cowboys. Marquez Valdez-Scantling makes the play and picks up the first down. Here's the replay one more time, folks. Watch this route from NVS on the outside. He's way on the left-hand side. He stops, and there was nobody near him. Look at that comeback route. The defense is nowhere to be found here before he makes it out to that sideline. Big play. The next play after this is Johnson picking up another first down. So the very next play is back-to-back first downs here. 1st and 10 coming up now. 7 minutes left to go. So Johnson makes the catch this time for the Dallas Cowboys, Tyler Johnson. It's 1st and 10 for the Dallas Cowboys, 1st and 10 at the New Orleans 44. 6 minutes and 47 seconds left to go. The clock is hot. Single back formation. Actually, right here, it looks like more of a wing back formation. Stepping back twice, Joe Milton gets the motion man. It's going to be a handoff, and going to the left-hand side, Israel Abanikanda makes a run to the left, fighting for a roster spot here today. I got a 2nd down coming up. So 2nd down and 6 after Abanikanda's run. Short gain on the left-hand side. Break. Milton breaks the huddle. They line up the Dallas Cowboys. On 2nd down and 7, motion on the field from Johnson again. It's going to be a hand-off and maybe a 2-yard pickup this time. I got a 3rd down and 5, maybe a 3rd down and 4 on the screen here. About 5:50 left to play. The Dallas Cowboys are on the New Orleans 39-yard line. Across midfield, you can see the distance to the goal from right there. They are more than halfway there, but they've got a lot of field to cover here at this point. All right, let's see what happens now. 3rd down and 5. 39-yard line. Joe Milton against the 4-man rush. Takes the snap, holds in the pocket. Good pocket awareness right there. On the run, Milton's pass is broken up. Look at all the time Milton has in this pocket. Pocket crumbles. He steps through it again, and then on the run, a bad throw. Don't know who he was looking for there. But Joe Milton did a great job of staying alive inside that pocket. This does end up bringing up a 4th down and 5, though, and the incomplete pass will stop the clock. So Brandon Aubrey is going to come out to kick a 57-yarder now. The Dallas Cowboys have yet to score a touchdown in this game. This time from the left hash, Brandon Aubrey. Snap, hold, kick. It's up. It is wide right. Oh, no. Brandon Aubrey misses the field goal. Wide right. The kick is no good. The Saints take over, and they take over on their own 39-yard line. So pretty decent field position here for the New Orleans Saints. When we get back, it'll be a 1st and 10. Damn, says T Nasty. Damn indeed. AZ Satiner says LOL. Daniel says 1st down. All right, guys, is there one person out of the 600 people who are currently watching that is not subscribed to this channel? Maybe this is your 2nd, 3rd, 4th time watching. You're not sure if you want to subscribe because you've got commitment issues. We are literally looking for just one more subscriber here today. And then we're going to try to push to the next goal. Our goal for today was to get to 148.1. Excuse me, 148.2, which means we would need 101 subscribers, a number that would make Cruella DeVille envious. Shout out to all of y'all in this chat right now, though. I do appreciate y'all watching. I know we've got to have a couple of newbies out here as well. Unfolded Pancake says, I love the animation. Best live commentary on YouTube. Unfolded Pancake. Let's effing go, bro. Wait a minute. What is a folded pancake? Is that like a crepe? So then an unfolded pancake, would that just be a pancake? Are you simply a pancake? What's going on, Unfolded Pancake? Welcome in. Patrick Wonder says, I need Dallas to win to hit my 3-leg parlay today. Tristan, thank you. Mario calls the game so nice. I wish I could sub twice, says Tristan Looker. Wait, what? Since when does that man miss any kicks? I know, seriously. Brandon Aubrey missed a 57-yarder. Just letting everybody know, Crystal, that he is indeed human. We all make mistakes. Like for me, I became a YouTuber. Mistake number 1. Reggie says done. Our Scion says amen. It's pronounced estime. Estime. You're saying estime is pronounced estime? All right, I mean, actually the accent is over the E. Estime. Estime, yeah, that would be the correct. I'm putting the accent over the wrong syllable there, James. Thank you for the correction. Folks, 5 minutes and 11 seconds left to go. The football is in the hands of the New Orleans Saints as they step over the ball right now. Motion on the field as Spencer Rattler is bagged on the play. Down he goes. Talk about defensive pressure here this time. What a play coming off the right side there. Looks like Tyrus Wheat says, gimme that. Tears right through that left tackle. Just nothing that the offensive line could do. Watch the replay one more time. Watch the sack happening from number 90 coming in. Bang! He just gets to him so fast. Not a whole lot of time there. It's 2nd down and 18 after this play, folks. It's a snap and a handoff. They keep it on the floor. Looks like Kendre Miller will pick up about 5 yards, maybe 6 on the play. So 2nd down and 18 becomes 3rd down and 12 here. 3rd down and 12. The football is at the New Orleans 45-yard line. You can see that down below. Pretty clear visualization of where the ball is. Just shy of midfield. Less than 5 minutes left to play here. All righty, folks. 3rd down and 12. Shotgun formation. Spencer Rattler waits for the snap motion once again. The snap coming in. Spencer Rattler goes through progressions, looks to the motion man who hurdles a Cowboy here. Nice jump over the top. Welch, watch him get the catch on the left. Watch him jump over this dude. Oh, they didn't show a jumping graphic. That's so funny. 4th down and 2 coming up right now. Almost picked up that 1st down. What a play on the left side. Okay, here we go. The Dallas Cowboys and the Saints now going at it here. I got a 4th down and 2 situation, maybe a 4th down and 1, probably more like a 4th down and 1. At the Dallas Cowboys 44-yard line, Rattler going to turn around and hand it over to the fullback here, and so C.J. Donaldson going to sledgehammer his way through. All right, for those of you guys who need a little explanation on the football side of things, we're going to go to highlights here. There's the sack. They got the Spencer Rattler sack. That wasn't the play I was looking for. I think I was looking for this one here. Here's the snap and a handoff. This one goes through the middle. Almost a horse collar tackle. He breaks off the defensive players. The 30, the 20, the 10. Pushed out of bounds right there. That's good for a 1st down. So a 1st down play coming up now. Let's go ahead and minimize this here. We're going to go back to the actual play calling and show that massive play. Let's refresh my page here. Okay, so a 33-yard play that we just missed here because I was over here goofing off. Would love to see that replay. We got a 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. I'll bring that up when we go to the commercial break. 1st and goal from the 7 here. Estime got that play. It's a run to the right-hand side this time for Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler fights to the end zone. He's in. Touchdown at the pylon. A touchdown play at the pylon for the Saints. The Saints are marching in once again. Saints put 6 points on the board. And I am going to go back and watch both of those highlights. There's the Audric Estime run. Here's the run from Estime. Watch him go to the left-hand side, guys. Breaks through this defense. Nobody brings him. He actually bounces off of everyone and then just books it. He's pushed out at the 10. Then the very next play is the touchdown there for Spencer Rattler. Okay, let's go. Refresh this. The extra point attempt coming in right now, guys. All scoring plays are reviewed. Let's see if this one stands. All scoring plays are reviewed. What's the graphics that you're using? Please tell me, says Greg Meadows. It's literally written all over this field, bro. Fan Live. It's written all over the field. But it's Fan Live in case you're wondering. So I'm going to stop the clock because this is currently under review, guys. This play is currently under review with exactly 2 minutes left to go. They're looking at it one more time to see if Spencer Rattler actually scored that touchdown. 2:01 left to go. Let's see what happens here. So they're showing, I think they're confirming the touchdown right now. I think the touchdown is about to be confirmed. They're showing the replay. Spencer Rattler fakes the handoff and sells it. Then he books it to that pylon on the side. Barely gets it in on that right-hand side. The extra point attempt is loading here, guys. They're lined up. Special teams is out on the field down below. So special teams is out here. We're going to go to the 2-minute warning after this. This is an untimed play. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the score is now 17-6, an 11-point lead for the New Orleans Saints. Here comes another fake rule, says Owl on the prowl. I'm staying loyal to the Dallas Cowboys because I'll never betray the Cowboys fans. It's obviously a touchdown, says Johnny Gonzo. I agreed. Are scoring plays all reviewed, even if it's obvious? Yes. They got to make sure that there's no flags on the play or something else that might have happened. All right, let's go to the replay here. See if we can see the touchdown. Here's a replay of the touchdown here, and I'm going to focus this on Spencer Rattler this time. Let me get his point of view, and he's on the run. He's looking around. He barely gets into the pylon there. Interesting view. Here's a different view of this one. So you can see how he had blockers ahead of him, and he just had to use all of his speed. The defense of the Dallas Cowboys had 3 guys in pursuit, but they were just too late. At the start of this play, when he was meaning to hand this off, watch the motion, the misdirection to get players to shift. You can see the slight shift of the defensive line to the left as the play happens, and that's what led to a touchdown right there. Cowboys can't be getting fooled on simple plays like that. Here comes the kickoff now for the New Orleans Saints. They're going to give this back to the Dallas Cowboys with 2 minutes left to go. Cowboys going to get to do that 2-minute drill. We are going to go to the 2-minute warning here as well in just a second. So there is the kickoff. This one up, and away, and no chance to return for the Dallas Cowboys. It goes through the back of the end zone, and we're going to start this drive on the 35. All right, then. What's wrong with the Cowboys today, says Sunshine Canyon? Joe Milton. That's what's wrong with the Dallas Cowboys today. It's Joe Milton doing Joe Milton things. Let's see some Sam Howell. Let's get Sam Howell out here for the second half. What do you think about that? What you know about that, Bear Schweiger? I think nobody had asked that. I understand. Shout out to those of y'all in this chat. Do we have any newbies in this chat? Well, we're about to get the first play right here. This will take us to the 2-minute warning. Milton takes the snap. He fakes the handoff. Milton standing on the 25, delivers a good pass up to about the 45-yard line. That's enough for a first down right here. First down should be for the Dallas Cowboys at the 45-yard line. It'll stop the clock with 1:51. First down, Dallas Cowboys. Someone said Trey Lance. Johnny Gonzo says Trey Lance. Should have kept that dude from the 49ers. That's who he's talking about. Okay, guys, time to take a look at the newbies here. Don't know what to expect on this request, but if you are new, drop 5 emojis. Guys, please don't be scared. We are looking for the new people in this chat. If this is your first, second, maybe your third time watching, leave 5 emojis. They can be any emojis you want. Whatever you want. I'm going to drop my Dallas Cowboys emoji here. And my Spurs emojis. Obviously, if you are new, you won't have any of those just yet. But we are at the 2-minute warning and looking for some of the newbies. Thank you, DJ Gene. All right. If there are no newbies who are excited to jump out and say hello, that's okay, guys. I'm totally cool rocking with you. The rest of you guys, that would make everyone, all 600 of you guys, veterans, which means every single one of you guys have seen this live stream before, which is awesome. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Question to you guys. Here's a fun question. We don't do these often enough on this channel. Hey, Stu. Stu is a new name right there. What's going on, Stu? Welcome in. Bear Schweiger says, who are you rooting for? Obviously, my Dallas Cowboys. Stu. Badasso says hello. DJ Gene, nice try, boss. Nice try. Ashley Devrick, nice try. All right, everybody say hello to Stu. Hi, Stu. Okay, here's my question to you guys. Who is going to be the most improved team in 2026? Who is going to be the most improved team in 2026, guys? You know, I have 2 teams improving quite a bit right now. I've got the New York Giants improving this year, and I've also got the Kansas City Chiefs improving big time this year. I've got the Tennessee Titans improving a lot this year as well, by the way. Thank you, Joe Johnson. Appreciate you, man. He says, you're a great broadcaster. I likes and subscribed just now. Thank you. No, thank you, Joe Johnson. Thank you. Giants, the Dallas, yeah, you know what? I don't even know what we're talking about. The Dallas Cowboys defense might be the most improved defense in the NFL for sure. Dallas's defense, says Julio Lucero. New York Giants for sure. Saca la bolsita, loco. Hey, cuidado, compañero. ¿Qué tú haces? ¿Qué tú dices? ¿Qué te pasa? ¿Cómo que la bolsita? ¿Qué bolsita ni qué bolsita? Dallas, not Miami. Yeah, that's probably the biggest fall from grace. That's probably the one team that who made the biggest step backwards would be the Miami Dolphins, in my opinion. The Jacksonville Jaguars are taking a step backwards, too. I think the Detroit Lions didn't really improve their roster. I think they just got healthy. 1st and 10, 1:51 left to go from the 45-yard line. The Cowboys take the snap. Joe Milton looks to the right, throws to the right. It's caught on that right-hand side. The ball catcher there is Tyler Johnson. It brings up a 2nd down. It's 2nd down and 3 for the Dallas Cowboys. Tyler Johnson makes the grab on the near sideline here. Clock is hot once more. Hurry up offense for the Dallas Cowboys. Shotgun formation from the Dallas Star. Pump fake. And in trouble. Joe Milton slips away. He throws while jumping in the air. There's a flag on the play, 121. Joe Milton jumped in the air and threw the ball while jumping and running to the weak side. Awkward throw here. Let's find out what the flag is. There's a flag on this play here, folks. Holding on the defense. So flag on the play. It's on the Saints. It's a holding call against the defense. And that's going to be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic Dallas Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 coming up for the Dallas Cowboys. 1st and 10, 1:21 here left to go. It's a shotgun formation. Joe Milton stands back there. He's got a man attached by the hip. It's Phil Maffa to the left. Maffa is going to get the carry. Maffa runs to the left-hand side. He will pick up about 3 yards, call it 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8, 1:13 left to go. All 3 timeouts remain for both sides. Neither team calling a timeout just yet. 2nd down and 8. Football at the New Orleans 41. The snap coming in. Milton steps through the pocket. He delivers a pass that is going to be incomplete. The official says no good here. Another flag on the play stops the clock with 53 seconds left to go. And you're seeing them say, challenge this, challenge this, challenge this. The catch is caught. 1 foot. No, that wouldn't have been a catch anyways. Even if it was a catch, there was still a holding on that play, so a 10-yard penalty would have been tacked on even if it had been caught. So, break. The Dallas Cowboys line up for 2nd down and 18. Dallas Cowboys, shotgun formation. Snap comes in. Joe Milton against the blitz, delivers a pass on the slant through the traffic. Tough catch, big catch, almost enough for a 1st down. That's going to be a hurry-up offense play, 3rd down and 7 after an 11-yard gain here. Clock is ticking with 38 seconds. No timeout being called by the Dallas Cowboys. Joe Milton on 3rd down and 7. Should have probably called that timeout. Joe Milton delivers a pass that is going to be dropped here by Michael Trigg. It does stop the clock. It's 4th down and 7 with 28 seconds left to go, and Brandon Aubrey is going to be asked to do more Brandon Aubrey things. So Brandon Aubrey going to be asked to kick a field goal here. This one is going to be a 58-yarder. So a 58-yard field goal coming in for the Dallas Cowboys. He missed the 57-yard field goal attempt. Let's see if he can knock it back from 58. Okay, 1 yard farther. Oh, my goodness. You can bring him here. Little man. There's the kick, and this kick is good. The kick is good for the Dallas Cowboys. Aubrey is going to knock this one down. And the Dallas Cowboys put 3 more points on the board. The score is now 17-9. The Cowboys trail by 8. It's a 1-possession game. Got a little baby man here who wants to play with the keyboard and stuff. Say bye to the people, Sammy. Bye-bye to the people. Is your brother still here? Awesome. Okay. All right, halftime is on the horizon here, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm going to touch base here with the family. Hang tight. All right, guys, here's the kickoff. The New Orleans Saints are going to bring this one back here. The Saints get this one out to about the 27-yard line before getting stopped here on this kickoff down below. You'll see that happening here. And it's a 1st and 10 now coming up. The New Orleans Saints have the football. I'm going to shrink myself back down to size so y'all can see the full scoreboard behind my head. Cool. All right, can you predict the Lions season like you do for the Cowboys and the Chiefs? Yeah, Megan, I've already done the predictions. I'm just waiting until I record the videos to release all of my choices because I want people to watch the videos, of course. Shotgun formation here. Spencer Rattler with a man to his left. 16 seconds left to go. Snap comes in. It's tossed to the left-hand side. This time it's Kendre Miller. Miller is going to be stopped at the 30-yard line, and this will take us to the end of the half, guys. So we're going to go to halftime here. Go ahead and just change that now. Let's put 13 minutes on the clock. This is going to take us to halftime. 13 minutes on the clock. It's time for halftime. DJ Jean got it right. It's time for trivia. Let's do this thing, guys. All right, folks. So if you've never been on this channel before, we do trivia quizzes every single week. I hope that you guys are in during the regular season because we're going to have fresh questions every single game this year. Let's start with question number 1, guys. Which linebacker became the first Hall of Famer to spend most of his career with the Saints? Was that Sam Mills, Pat Swilling, or Ricky Jackson? Yeah, guys, we are not starting easy on this trivia quiz here today. We normally start easy and get difficult. Not today. Not this time. The answer to question number 1, folks, is Ricky Jackson. C is the correct answer. C is the correct answer. And I'm pulling up some extra information right now, so bear with me for this first trivia question. I've got all the data that you're looking for here in question number 2. All right, guys, question number 2. Which Cowboys Hall of Fame receiver entered the NFL as an undrafted free agent from Tulsa, Oklahoma? Which Cowboys Hall of Fame receiver was an undrafted free agent from Tulsa? Michael Irving, Drew Pearson, or Bob Hayes? A, B, or C? I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but the answer is B. Drew Pearson was undrafted. He was a free agent, guys. He went on to play 11 seasons with the Dallas Cowboys, and he joined the team back in 1973. This is a man you should remember for Dallas Cowboys fans. If you're a Cowboys history buff, that's one you want to add to your back pocket. Question number 3, guys. Who kicked the field goal that sent the Saints to Super Bowl 44? Was that Garrett Hartley, Will Lutz, or Morton Anderson? Who was the kicker that sent the Saints to Super Bowl 44? A, B, or C? No penalties for wrong answers here. Ponzu says Jackie Robinson, final answer. The correct answer here is Garrett Hartley, ladies and gentlemen. A 40-yard overtime field goal that beat the Minnesota Vikings 31-28 in that NFC Championship game and sent the New Orleans Saints to Super Bowl 44. All right. Tough trivia quiz today. Question number 4, guys. Which coach led the Dallas Cowboys to its very first Super Bowl win? Was that Tom Landry, Barry Switzer, or Jimmy Johnson? This is an easy one here, guys. This is an easy one here. A, B, or C? Dallas Cowboys' first Super Bowl win. The correct answer, Tom Landry. Someone said I needed to get me one of those Tom Landry hats. That fedora, I would look fedorable. Terrible. It is Tom Landry. Good job, guys. Most of y'all got this one right. Okay, here's question number 5. You ready? Here we go. Ready or not, here it comes. Which of these players caught Drew Brees' record passing touchdown back in 2018 as a rookie? Was it Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara, or Traquan Smith? So basically, which one of these guys was a rookie in 2018 and caught that Drew Brees passing touchdown record? At that time, guys, Drew Brees in 2018 had just set the NFL record for the most career passing touchdowns. Unfortunately for Drew Brees, by the way, the answer is Traquan Smith, but unfortunately for Drew Brees, man, unfortunately for Drew Brees, Tom Brady broke his record literally the very next year. All right, question number 6. Who caught Dallas's first touchdown in Super Bowl 6? Was it Bob Hayes, Lance Allworth, or Mike Ditka? A, B, or C? Gosh, I love these little decoy questions or decoy answers in there too. A, B, or C? C, no reason to list him except it was him, says James. No, the answer is Lance Allworth, man. The answer is Lance Allworth. No reason to list him unless it was him. Interesting theory, my friend. Interesting theory. Lance Allworth caught the very first touchdown in a Super Bowl for the Dallas Cowboys. All right, guys, question number 7. Who did the New Orleans Saints draft number 8 overall in this year's draft? Was it Jordan Tyson, Kristen Miller, or Oscar Delp? A, B, or C? I'll give you a hint. They're not playing in today's game, for whatever that's worth. All right, guys, the number 8 overall pick in this year's draft was Jordan Tyson, the Arizona State wide receiver. He, after Ted McMillan left in Arizona State, was able to step into that spot and get drafted early on. All right, guys, question number 8 here, guys. Who became Dallas's defensive coordinator in 2026? Is it Christian Parker, Matt Eberflus, or Al Harris? The Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator this year. A, B, or C? What you know? Any Cowboys fans this year? I'll tell you this, man. One of these answers I hate. I hate saying that I hate. But Matt Eberflus was terrible last year, guys. This year it's Christian Parker who's taken over. He joined the Dallas Cowboys after being the Philadelphia Eagles secondary coach and passing game coordinator last year. So bringing on some help here from the Philadelphia Eagles, we'll take it. Question number 9. Who played Sean Payton in the movie Home Team? Who played Sean Payton in the movie Home Team? Is it Kevin James, John Goodman, or Chris Farley? A, B, or C? Poor Sean Payton. I wouldn't want to be played by any of these guys, but one of them did play Sean Payton. It's Kevin James. And it honestly doesn't look too far off right there, if I'm being honest. If you would have made that same face right there, probably would have been a perfect take for take. Never seen the movie. Let's go to question number 10. All right, y'all, final question of the day here for our halftime trivia quiz. Which Cowboys legend won Dancing with the Stars? Not just performed, but won Dancing with the Stars. Was that Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, or Emmitt Smith? A, B, or C? Which Cowboys legend won Dancing with the Stars? Noah Ronaldo says it's Emmitt. A lot of you guys saying it's Emmitt. The correct answer is indeed Emmitt Smith. And kind of looks like Wayne Brady with the cut-off sleeves right there. Seems like a skit that Wayne Brady would have played. But the answer is indeed Emmitt Smith, guys. Well done. How did y'all do on this trivia quiz? This was definitely one of our tougher quizzes, not going to lie. And we made sure to get the really tough ones out of the way for preseason here. Just to see if we can, change some of those. Season 3, Emmett and Cheryl got the first 4 right, says Dean. Did you really? You got those hard ones out of the way? Tommy got 7 out of 10. DJ Jean got 6 out of 10. I always watch Dancing with the Stars, says Noah. 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10, 6 out of 10 for Trey. Noah got 6 out of 10. Rick says pathetic. Let's see, says Greg. Travis Howard got 5 out of 10. Snow Serpentine got 100. All right, well done, man. Well done. Wayne Forehead Brady, says James. I wasn't keeping count. 3 or 4 maybe, says Old School. Sunshine Canyon says 2. Did he just pull a Howard? Who? Say what? 4-1 Cowboys, 1-4 Saints, says O2RR. On the season to start the first 5 games? It's a possibility. That's definitely a possibility. Folks, we are in the middle of a commercial break right now. We can totally break down some of these team stats here. And why don't we break down – well, I don't have any of the starters up right now. So we can do this. Let's see. Let's do quick head-to-head. Let's do a defensive comparison. All right, guys. In today's game, this is also not today's game. Let's go to today's game. That'll probably help. We're going to give you all some stats for today's game. All right, guys, in today's game, total time of possession, the New Orleans Saints have had the football for 15 minutes. The Dallas Cowboys have had the football for about 15 minutes. Pretty even there as far as time of possession goes. First down pickups. The Dallas Cowboys have only picked up 9 first downs. 14 first downs have been picked up here by the New Orleans Saints. When it comes to third down conversions, the Dallas Cowboys have converted 3 of 8 third down situations. Only 4 third down situations for the New Orleans Saints today. They've converted 25% of them. Still struggling to convert on third downs are the New Orleans Saints, but if they can get ahead of schedule and convert the downs before even reaching third downs, which is what we've seen a lot of today with big plays here, then they're going to continue to lay it thick on the Dallas Cowboys. Total yards allowed today. The Dallas Cowboys have allowed 190 yards in the first half of this game. Meanwhile, the New Orleans Saints have given up 151 yards in the first half of this game. 31 total plays for the Cowboys, 29 total plays here for the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints are averaging 6.6 yards per play. Meanwhile, the Dallas Cowboys are averaging 4.9 yards per play. Total rushing yards, huge advantage for the New Orleans Saints here today, guys. In this game, the New Orleans Saints average rushing. The New Orleans Saints rushing yards 119 today. Just today in this preseason game, they have more rushing yards than they averaged last year, and that's the first half, by the way, guys. The Dallas Cowboys have a total of 59 rushing yards here today. 2 touchdowns for the Saints, no touchdowns for the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys, more punts. Actually, it looks like no punts today for the Dallas Cowboys. That's okay. Probably better that way. A couple kickoffs. Meh. It is what it is, man. Dallas Cowboys, not a very good first half here. They'll have to figure it out here in the second half. Halftime is just about over. They're about to cut back to this game. All right, I got the Landry question. 8-point game. I love 2-point conversions, says Nick. Maybe one Steelers trivia question for that dude pulling for them tonight, says Daniel. Ashley, cheers and thank you. Damn, that's really good. Scores from the other games tonight, they're actually right down here, guys. The Falcons are up 17. Looks like the Panthers are up 16-6 over the Texans. The Commanders got absolutely mollywopped by the Ravens, 41-3. The Giants are beating the Jets 13-6. Buccaneers losing to the Jaguars 11-0 in that game. 11, huh? Interesting. Either a 2-point conversion or a safety in that one. Here's the kickoff. The Dallas Cowboys are going to return the football here. And they're going to bring this football out. Looks like to about, I don't know. Looks like the 28-yard line. So out to the 28-yard line for the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go. Cool, cool, cool. Tight, tight, tight. All right, let's put 15 minutes on the board. It's 1st and 10. Football at the 28-yard line. Looks like we do have a new quarterback in here, and it is going to be Sam Howell. Can Sam Howell put Joe Milton on the 3rd-string block? Sam Howell takes the snap. He turns around, hands this off to Phil Maffa. Maffa going to pick up 5 yards on this play. It gets the clock ticking on a run through the gut. So Phil Maffa right through the teeth of the defense right there. It's 2nd down and 5. 14 minutes and 30 seconds here left to go. Welcome, one and all to today's live stream. Vicky De La Rosa checking in, saying go Cowboys. I see you, Vicky. Vicky's in the chat. Dank Bud has checked into the chat. What up, Dank Bud? 2nd and 5 from the 33. Empty backfield this time. Snap comes in for Sam Howell. A 4-man rush. Delivers into a tight window. It's broken up this time by broken up this time by Sermon on the play. Good job defensively here. It brings up a 3rd down and 5 and stops the clock with 4:13. So a broken up pass thanks to the Saints defense. 3rd down and 5. Camera's focused on the sideline here for the Dallas Cowboys on Joe Milton. Joe Milton went 9 of 15 for just 92 yards in the first half here. Sam Howell is 0 for 1 today. 3rd down and 5. Howell is on the run. Howell gets dropped 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's a 4th down and 15. Looks like Isaiah Stallbird gets to him and brings Sam Howell down. Oof, the blitz was dialed up. It worked like a charm. Watch this replay here. The punt team's going to come out, but watch the blitz coming in right now. He doesn't see it at first, number 44. Watch number 44 who makes that sack. Let's rewind this here. Watch this play, number 44 right here. He's going to try to go, can't get it, cuts around and continues to go to get to the quarterback, brings Sam Howell down. There is the punt, guys. This is going to be a return, but no actual gain on this return. Maybe a 4-yard pickup on the run back. So a modest pickup there on the punt return. And the Dallas Cowboys have been dispossessed. Cowboys punt. It's Saints football. We stop the clock with 3:26. It's 1st and 10 when we, I guess, cut back. Are they even cutting to a commercial break? I have a feeling the Cowboys will be good this year, says Dank Bud. Me too, man. Me too. Dallas is behind because the stars are not aligned in their favor. Having those highlights is a game changer, says Dank Bud. Dude, isn't it so cool to have the replay? The instant replay where you can go back and say, watch this play. Let's break down the defense on this. I think it's awesome. Would love to have a producer here on this live stream with me, but we're about one salary short as far as revenue goes this year. We need about one more salary extra worth of income this year to make that happen, and maybe next year we can get it going. Sports 2005 says, why are we losing? It's a good question, Sports. That's a good question. Traveling Pony Studios says that the new graphics are super nice. Thank you, Traveling Pony Studios. You can see down below here, the graphics are letting everyone know that there is a TV timeout right now. We are in the middle of a commercial break. By the way, if this looks too small for you, ladies and gentlemen, you've got options here. The fastest and quickest way to fix that is if you're watching on your phone, you can just put your fingers on the screen and zoom on in to the graphics down below. My preferred correction for this, guys, the preferred correction for this would be to actually just put me on your TV screen. Most TVs are smart TVs these days. If it's not a smart TV, but maybe it has screen mirroring or something like that, or maybe you got a Fire Stick that you can screen mirror to from your phone, you can put me on your TV, or you can just go to youtube.com on your TV, and then you get the graphics and the text. It's much bigger. You get to see my face. I don't get to see your face, but you get to see my face. DJ Gene says, beer? Beer, DJ Gene. It's Oktoberfest. We went to Costco, and it was staring at me in the face. We do have Oktoberfest right now. It is a Paulaner Oktoberfest, and it's delicious. If you've never had Paulaner Oktoberfest, I'm not sponsored by Paulaner or anything like that, but I do like me some Oktoberfest stuff. All righty, folks. Courtney says, I got you on my TV. Let's go, Courtney. Appreciate that. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. It's a handoff to the left. Looks like the fullback this time, C.J. Donaldson, is actually going to get the carry. He goes to the left-hand side. He'll pick up just 2 yards on that play. So down he goes after a 2-yard gain. It's 2nd down and 8, and the clock is ticking once again. Ultra, thanks. Thank you very much. Stunt Girl says, hey, Mario, so glad that you're here. Who do you have to win? Little old lady, LOL, says Stunt Girl. You know, at this point, it doesn't even matter. 2nd down and 8. Snap comes in. Looking to the left, looking to the right. Spencer Rattler delivers a pass up the field. It's going to be caught right here. It's actually Zach Wilson out on the field. And Zach Wilson completes a pass to Ronnie Bell. It's good for 23. Did I see that right? A 23-yard catch for Ronnie Bell. 1st down, New Orleans Saints. Huge play there. Huge play there for Zach Wilson. Here's the replay one more time. The snap comes in, and Wilson's going to drop back. He looks right, doesn't have anyone there, slings this to the left in a weak spot, and he does pick up that 1st down. Massive play. Folks, the next play after that 1st down is going to be a run play. Looks like just a 4-yard pickup. It's 2nd down and 6 now. 2nd down and 6. The New Orleans Saints are inside of Dallas Cowboys territory here. They are lining up at the Dallas 35, somewhere between the 35 and the 36-yard line. All right, 2nd down. Shotgun formation here. Motion on the field. Snap comes in. It's a handoff. They keep it on the ground. It's going to go to the left-hand side, and it looks like the ball carrier for this one. I can't get the jersey number at this time. It could be C.J. Donaldson. He seems to have been getting most of the carries on this drive. Doesn't seem to be enough. It is C.J. Donaldson. Doesn't seem to be enough to pick up the 1st down. It's 3rd down and 1 at the 30-yard line. This could be 3rd down in inches at the 30-yard line, folks. Y'all keeping track of this? Substitutions. You can even see the subs coming in. Sub. 3rd down and 1. The line to gain is the 29. Single back formation, the snap, the handoff, right-hand side. Tackle going to be broken. That's going to be good for a 1st down. New Orleans Saints, Zamir White joining the squad. And so Zamir White is able to break the 1st tackle there from Stewart, and then the next tackle had to be made at the next level here. The tackler is Langston Patterson, who made the play. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Here we go. Football at the 25-yard line. Can the Saints keep this drive alive? 1st down, dropping back, looking and throwing. Zach Wilson is incomplete on this play. It stops the clock. It's 10-14 left to go. 2nd down. So Zach Wilson is the quarterback on this play. It's an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 at the Dallas Cowboys 24. 10 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. We are in the 3rd quarter right now. The Dallas Cowboys trail by 8. Talk about a lot of information to share with you guys. I hope that you guys got all the information that you needed during that play call. From the 24-yard line, it's a quick throw to the right-hand side. C.J. Donaldson makes the catch. He gets inside the 20, inside the 15, and down at about the 11-yard line. Another 1st down, New Orleans Saints. An easy run to the right-hand side, but we've got a player down right now, and it looks like C.J. Donaldson could be fighting some kind of injury here. The clock is stopped with 9:55, so let's go to the replay to watch that once more. Big rumble of thunder here in San Antonio. Here's the look. That's a fun little toss there. It's going to go down as a forward pass, by the way, to C.J. Donaldson, who made the grab for 13 yards on the play. We're now at a commercial break, guys. The next thing we're going to see is a 1st and 10 when we get back from this commercial break. It's a TV timeout. That was a fun little replay. Here it is one more time. Watch him toss it over the head. Little underhand toss. Woo! That's so cool, man. These graphics are great. We are in the middle of a TV timeout. When we get back, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 11. About 9:55 here left to go. Okay, so 9:55 here left to go. Have a vote. Do we need the stats? Question mark. Says Sunshine Canyon. Yes, we will need the stats, especially when it comes to the we're definitely going to need the stats, especially when it comes down to the coño, ¿cómo se llama la vaina esa? Fantasy football, but there are some other options we can change here. That's cool. Nice animation, says Josh. The only other thing that I think I could really do here, let's see, if I take this, I could shrink. Let's take this. Let's shrink this whole thing down. We can also shrink down this here. Bring that all the way down. See where I could put this. Right there. Maybe I could bring it in a little more. I could shrink myself down as well. Shrink, shrink, shrinky dink. What else can we do? We can just blow this thing up all the way, right? blow this thing up all the way. And then we can move this maybe down behind. Move it a little bit further. This one. Whoops. Whoa, what just happened here? Oh, man, now I really got all this stuff all kinds of funky. Play that funky music. Play that funky music. Okay, let's bring this all back. Okay, don't know what happened here. There's going to be a touchdown coming in. I'm over here tinkering with settings and messing things up and missing touchdowns. A touchdown has just been scored here for the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are in for 6. It's going to be a running touchdown here for Zamir White. 11 yards picked up by Zamir White. It's 23-9, and the New Orleans Saints continue with their lead. So I don't know why it glitched out on me. That's cool, says Base World. Little ball bearing with tiny bodies. I respect that you're doing preseason, says Based World. Yeah, dude, we're working on different things here. Here comes the extra point attempt. The kick is up. The kick is good. Probably should have waited during the dead ball to do this. 9:41 left to go. My apologies, guys. We are tinkering with stuff in real time. Trying out different things to see what will work best during the regular season, says OTRR. Mario, the people want more animation and less stats. There's a way to blow up the animation behind you in the overlay. That's the plan right there. Can't stop the marching. Preseason is the best time for this. That's what I'm saying, David. Let's tinker. Okay, let's try this one more time. What I'll do is I'll start by blowing this up. All right, we're going to bring this all the way up. And then here's what we can do. We've got that going on right there. Matter of fact, yeah. So then we can do this. Drop this down. Put this behind that background. Take the stat board for CBS. Actually, why is it doing that? That's definitely not what I was trying to do. Drive chart for CBS. We can shrink down the drive chart for CBS. Put that off to one side. Do the drive chart and this stuff over here. Whoops. Bring this coño. Shrink that down. Make myself smaller. I'm just the delivery person. I'm just the delivery guy. The background can be brought down as well. Mario can also shrink his self, the 5K camera. Okay. Pull this in here. Background. Move that over a little bit more. Holding call coming in right now. Oh, man. Just trying to figure out what would be the best display situation. These stats are a little bit too small for any human to actually read. And while I have some people saying that they don't care for the stats, I know that we have people specifically who watch this channel because of those stats. So I do feel weird getting rid of them. Honestly, man, I don't know. Too big. That's what I said. I doubt it. All right, yeah, I don't like it. We're going to go back to the original format. I'm happy with the original format. I don't think it needs to be fixed. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 1st and 10 coming up. It's a toss to the right-hand side. Looks like this time the football goes from the 16 out past the 20 to about the 22-yard line. 2nd down and 4 coming up for the Dallas Cowboys. Looks like 9:25 here left to go. At least we tried. I took a look at it. I didn't love it. It looked awkward to me. Starting to look better already, says David Neville. I prefer this. I prefer it to be on the smaller side. What I could do, though, I could technically make the stats smaller. and make the graphic at the bottom a little bit bigger. Here's the drop back, looking left, throwing left, caught for a first down on 2nd and 4. Looks like a 5-yard gain on the left-hand side to Johnson. 5 yards is good enough for a Dallas Cowboys first down out there. Josh says that works. Keep the stats, says Bill Measure. I agree. Stunt Girl says you can do what you like. I like to watch and listen, Mario. Here's he is the real draw, and then we have the game. Thank you, Stunt Girl. Thank you, Stunt Girl. Me? I'm the main attraction? I don't know about all that. 8:24 here left to go. Multiple whistles coming in. They are going to stop the play right now. 1st and 10 with 8:24. The whistles have come in to stop the clock. Not quite sure what the call is. So the official stopped the clock because the clock was off. So they added a few seconds to the game. 8:38 here left to go. If you can't fix it, duck it, says Joe. Maybe do the zoom and stat disappear during big plays and red zone plays? Maybe. Here's a run to the right-hand side on 1st and 10. It's going to be a loss of a yard. It's 2nd down and 11. 2nd down and 11 coming up. Keep what works, says I am Nickelodeon. The stats stay. You're not guacamole. Everyone won't like you. Even so, some people hate guacamole. I actually had a friend who was allergic to avocado. Couldn't do the guacamole. 2nd down and 11. I got 7:56 here left to go. Sam Howell is the quarterback in on the play. Howell in a shotgun formation with Israel Abanikanda next to him. Howell is in the pocket. Pocket collapses. Abanikanda makes the catch on the left. Look down below. Sam Howell in serious trouble in that pocket before he got rid of that football. Had to get rid of it for sure. We can do epic. We could do blimp. We could do freeform view or do auto. We're going to stick with the epic here. Keep that one going. Pico de Gallo. Why did they not change the checker cab for a billion years? By the way, after this live stream, guys, there's another game that's on. We can totally mess with it after this game, and you guys can tell me what y'all prefer. So stick around after this live game, and you guys, ooh, nice catch on the right side. It's caught on the right for a first down. Hudson makes the grab. In tight coverage here. What a throw and what a catch for Hudson to make that first down play. There is a flag on the play, though. It's a holding on the offense, so bring it back. 6:54 left to go. 2nd down becomes, should be a 2nd down in, 19 now at this point? It's a crazy play right there. Flag on the play, holding on the offense. Or was that a holding on the defense? Was the penalty declined? Is it? What? They're calling this a 3rd down. I must have miscounted my downs here. I got a 3rd down and 20. Shotgun formation. This time just inside their own 20-yard line. Sam Howell checks this to the right-hand side, and it's going to be back to the original line of scrimmage. Zach Kuntz makes the grab for 9 yards, but it's not going to move the sticks. 6:30 here left to go. It's 4th down. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Finally, the punt team is out here. Brian Anger getting called up for the first time here today. AZ Saturner says, good idea, Richard. Richard says maybe only do the stats for whoever is on offense. Well, then I have to go back and forth. People are constantly asking. 4th down and 11 coming up. Or, excuse me, 4th down and 11. That's been a punt right here. 1st and 10 now coming up for the New Orleans Saints at their own 13-yard line. Okay, guys, after this game, I promise we will figure out the best graphical layout for this. I've got multiple ways that I can chop this up. As a matter of fact, if I bring this down and put this over here, it'll give us a different I could do it this way. I could put it on this side. If I put it on this side, I actually get a more stretched out version of the field, which might fit better on this side. This goes all the way out. This one is almost all the way out. Bring this up. Even there, right? Too wide. How much of this do I want? Can bring this out to there, I guess, maybe. Then this gives us this whole side. Then maybe I could move the CBS stuff. Stats can move maybe down here. Can bring those in. Still get some data. Nevertheless, we'll just have to make some changes. How's that? You guys feel okay about that? This way you've got more data over on this side. And I got to shrink this down. I can actually make it a little bit smaller maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's just ideas, guys. Just different thoughts right there. Come on, Cowboys, let's effing go. Hopefully the storm turns into Oz. That looks good. Oh, yeah, that's great, says Ultra. Sunshine likes it. Nice screen, says Bright a Bike Guy. Okay, if this works, we can run with this for a little bit, see how this works out. I do have one thing that does need to change. I need my scoreboard to come out on top of this. So I need to put this right there. Uh-oh. Yeah, wait. Shoot, what just happened? Scoreboard. Okay, cool. So now the scoreboard is laying overhead. I got a 1st and 10 coming up over here on the right side of your screen, guys. The New Orleans Saints, there's a snap and a handoff to the left-hand side. This one looks like it's going to be a 3, maybe a 4-yard gain right here as the official puts his hand up right there. So a 4-yard gain on the left-hand side. This is going to bring up a 2nd down and 6. Clock is ticking, 2nd down and 6. Here we go. Down below, the stats guys on the right-hand side. We've got all the action that you could want. And I got to make sure I pull up the chat as well. This does feel a little different, not going to lie. Does feel a little bit different. Here is a run, a good, strong run. Looks like a 10-yard run right up the middle right here. That's going to be good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 coming up now. Strong run on this play, except there might be a flag on the play. No, 1st and 10. 1st down for the New Orleans Saints. 1st and 10 with 4:51 left to go. Let's change this. Reset. 1st and 10. Throwing this one out to the left-hand side. Missing a wide-open player out on that left-hand side. A bad throw. He was looking for Moreno Cropper, and this is just going to be some airmail. Incomplete pass brings up a 2nd down. 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock with 9:42. This actually looks like 4:32. 4:38 is what I got. Dyslexia killing me here. And I did make a change, so this is really what I need to put up here. You can see the stat board. You guys can probably see the mouse now over some of this, and I can point some of those things out. 2nd down and 10. Looks like a fight might be breaking out here. What do we got going on? Whistles came in. 3rd down and 10. Is that right? Camera's focused on George Pickens. I can't tell what's going on because they're bouncing back and forth to George Pickens too much for me to keep track of. Let's do this, actually. Be a slight change. Just another slight change over here. Alrighty, folks, here we go. We've got a 3rd down and 10. Football at the 27-yard line. Snap comes in for Zach Wilson. He delivers. It's caught. It's good for a 1st down. Ronnie Bell right through the gut. Look at this. He makes the catch, just runs right through this defense, tears through the defensive players. It's a first down, New Orleans Saints. And it looks like my TV just turned itself off right now. No, power's not out. But they cut to a commercial break. Wow, there is like a huge cell over the center of San Antonio. Yikes. Flash flood warnings here. Okay, that's fine. Let's move this over. Stats. Cool. We'll lock that in place. So the game is still happening right now. They totally interrupted my game to instead bring me some additional weather news. I was in the middle of a football game, but at least we can call what we're seeing down here. I don't know what's going on. It looks like it's a second down coming up. Second down and 12 at the New Orleans 38-yard line. The New Orleans Saints going to line up here. Looks like this time it's a shotgun formation. You got 3 receivers on the left-hand side and 1 receiver on the right. Zach Wilson is out there on the field. Looks like motion on this one for the second down play. Dropping back, surveying, in trouble. Does get rid of the football in time. It's caught by Ronnie Bell, and it looks like this is going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 on a 4-yard pickup. I'm literally calling fake graphics that do not exist. Missed an entire play right now, but this graphic board has allowed me to bring you that play. 3rd down and 8. Shotgun formation. Trips on the left-hand side again. 1 receiver on the right here. There's the snap, dropping back, looking right, throwing right. There's the catch, and this one is going to be 4th down. So 4th down and 5, they literally ran the exact same play. It was so stupid. They ran the exact same play. I was like, wait a minute. Did this end up being faster than my TV screen? No, they did nothing different. 4th down and 4 on my screen. The football is at the New Orleans 45. The special teams will come out and punt this away to the Dallas Cowboys. Forgot the possession needle. My bad, guys. Okay, snap comes in. There is the boot. This one goes up, up, and away. And it takes a good bounce, but goes through the end zone. A touchback now. Dallas will start this drive on the 20-yard line. So it does take a few bounces and goes through the end zone here. 1:15 left to go in the third. Third quarter's almost over. It is Dallas Cowboys football. David Neville, thank you. Mario calls plays. Graphics coming in clutch. Texas flood. Yeah, seriously, the lightning is crazy out here. Donald says El Nino. Rock'em sock'em robots, says Stunt Girl. Remember Sock'em Boppers? Sock'em Boppers. More fun than a pillow fight. All right, another half hour and this should be over. I'd say about 40 minutes, yeah. About 30, 40 minutes for sure. Way to go, Mario, says Sunshine Canyon. Way to go, Sunshine Canyon. Courtney says, where is DJ Gene? I don't know. He's out here. It's flooding down in Texas, says DJ Gene. Now under a flash flood warning, says Robert. We are under a flash flood warning. That's okay. We're going to be just fine here in San Antonio. All right, y'all. My name is Mario. I am your host. We are live in San Antonio, Texas. We are changing the way we do these live streams here. We want to bring the best quality graphics possible to you. That's why we spend so much time creating our graphics every single week, folks. In case you've been under a rock, the Dallas Cowboys open up their football season with Sunday night football against a division rival in the New York Giants. Then in week 2, another division rival. This time the Cowboys will be at home against the Commanders. In week 3, they go to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil here, guys, to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Week 4 versus the Houston Texans, the Texans team that has very the Houston Texans defense is basically exactly the same. The offense does have a few changes here. I would say that they were going to take a step forward from last year, but because of the preseason injuries, I think they're actually going to take a slight step back. or stay right where they're at. I actually have the Texans winning the AFC South with a 10-7 record. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I've also got them winning the NFC South, but they're going to be winning the NFC South on a 9-8 record. The Dallas Cowboys should take care of them on Thursday Night Football as well. That's all the way out in Week 5. Guys, the schedule's already made to mid-October. That's how hyped up we are for this NFL season. That's how gassed up I am for this NFL season. Here we go. Uh-oh. Looks like my head got cut off at the top here. Let's do this. Boom. Shrink me down. Shrinky dink. Here's the snap, little play action, dropping back, delivering this one all the way up the field, going forward, hands go up, it's got, what a play! A bomb! The long pass, holy cow! Wow! Monster play up the field right there. Let's watch this one once again because we don't see that very often. Holy cow, who was that? Jordan Hudson made a monster play. Here's the replay. Watch Hudson on this one. It's just a post route. He's gone. Delivers this. What a throw. What a catch. The following play on 1st and 10 all the way from the Dallas Cowboys. Gosh, looks like the 28-yard line is going to be a 2-yard gain. It's 2nd down and 8, and this will take us to the end of the quarter here, guys. 15 seconds left to go in this quarter. This will take us to the end. We're not going to see another play. It's 2nd down and 8 at the New Orleans 26 here. You can see how much ground the Dallas Cowboys covered off that throw from Sam Howell. Big bomb here from Sam Howell. End of the 3rd. 4th quarter coming up, man. The replay helps big time. That was a huge play right there. That was super cool. That was a torpedo, says Nikki. Watching 3 things right now. Seattle, Kansas City, Cowboys and Saints. SpaceX Falcon Heavy moving to launch Roman telescope. That is truly part of our gang party on the world stage. Everywhere else, too. Those passes look like little meteors, says Stunt Girl. Electric football players running in circles, LOL. The cell is moving New England, or northeast to southwest. Weird. Wasn't asking that, but cool to learn, says Courtney. Soccer boppers. Eagles just lost a player carted off the field, says Tommy Braskett. Oof. You don't want to hear that. By the way, in case you are interested, guys, over here in the 2-minute warning, the Denver Broncos and the Minnesota Vikings. Denver Broncos are up 13-3, and inside the red zone, looks like the Minnesota Vikings are going to line up. Break! Single back formation. Here's the Minnesota Vikings in between plays. This would be a great tool if I ever wanted to do like a red zone version for Sundays and then just cover all the games inside the red zone, because it'll tell you who is inside the red zone. Here's the snap and a handoff to the left-hand side. Looks like that play's going to stall out. The Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals also inside the red zone over here. Looks like Green Bay a play to the left-hand side. Okay, 1st and 10. 8-yard pickup, I think is what it said. Anyways, I got a 1st down here for the Arizona Cardinals. Evan Hull picks up 14 yards on that run. Looks like the Arizona Cardinals are now knocking on the Green Bay Packers' door in that game as well. So the Cardinals inside the red zone. Ooh, we're still in the commercial break for the Cowboys game, but let's see if the Cardinals score here. It's Hull in the backfield. The snap, the handoff to Hull. Which way does he go? He fights his way in. It looks like he's in for the touchdown. I think they're marking him short. Oh, I think they marked him just short. This did not pop off and say touchdown. The Cardinals could take the lead here in that game. Let's cut back to our game. It's the end of the 3rd quarter. The 4th quarter about to start here, folks. 2nd down and 8 at the New Orleans 26. Dude, I can't tell you how much I love these graphics. I know for some people they're going to say they feel a little bit cheesy, but I think these are freaking awesome. All right, to start the 4th quarter, it's 2nd down and long. Shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap right now. Sam Howell with a man to his right. The snap comes in. Howell looks to the right, delivers a big pass. It's caught for a touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. Jordan Hudson is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Dallas Cowboys score a touchdown here. 6 points on the board to start this quarter. Let's do the replay. See if they get this replay right here. Little glitch on that side. See if they get the highlight correct. If you go into highlights, replay, well, we'll cut back to that in just a moment. We'll cut back to that highlight in just a moment. Good throw out to the right-hand side. Sam Howell connects with Jordan Hudson. By the way, Hudson is now at 88 yards and a touchdown here. Hudson having himself a pretty big fantasy day if you want to take a look at his stats. 17 fantasy points on the day. The extra point attempt is also good for the Dallas Cowboys. Hudson, you can see at the bottom of the screen right now, right there. Hudson, 3 targets, 3 receptions, 88 yards and a touchdown. A play of 52 yards earlier. Let's see if I can see that, the touchdown. Let's see if the replay actually shows here. It was all glitchy earlier. There's the correct throw. All right, they did correct the stat board here. Wonder if I can come in and focus on Hull. Or not on Hull. Let's rewind. Let's cut to Hudson. There we go. Look at the spacing he got there. He was pretty much trailed pretty closely there, guys. There wasn't a whole lot of separation, but he found some space in that end zone at the back pylon. Good throw from Sam Howell. Put it right where it needed to be. That's exactly what needed to happen. Otherwise, they'd have been cooked, man. Otherwise, they'd have been cooked. Well, let's refresh this page. Cut back to the live stream. Yeah, we're in live. Okay, folks, the score is 24-16. The Dallas Cowboys did just get 7 points back. They still trail by 8, so the Cowboys have a lot of work to do. It's a one-possession game, but it does require a 2-point conversion the way the score sits right now. Are the Saints going to win this game? Are the Dallas Cowboys cooked? You can type Y for yes or type N for no. Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the pain? I don't even remember the lyrics to that song. I just know that black hole sun is a thing. Don't chew gum, says Steve. R.I.P. Chris Cornell, beautiful lungs. Soylent snails. Tonight was a blood moon, I believe, says Joe Romo. Giving the boom to the Cowboys, says Nikki Nunley. I'm a Lions fan. Everything is on the menu, says Jeff. Perfect duck. Welcome back, Aubrey, says Country. Soylent green beans. I like the old school football kids look. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of backyard football. Remember backyard baseball in those games? It reminds me of backyard football. Okay, well, the Dallas Cowboys are about to kick this off and send this to the New Orleans Saints. I'm going to scroll this up just a little bit so you guys can see what today's stats were like. 285 total yards for the New Orleans Saints, 247 total yards for the Dallas Cowboys today. 159 of those total 285 have come on the ground for the New Orleans Saints. The Cowboys' rush defense non-existent today. Here are the Cowboys kicking this off. The return to the 20, the 25, the 30, down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10 coming up now for New Orleans. Old school video game player, says Tommy Braskett. Ultravolva says that the Saints will be victorious. Courtney says don't drink the Kool-Aid. Your backyard friends. Of the heart, a total eclipse of the heart. There's nothing I can do, a total eclipse of the heart. Once upon a time I was falling in love, and now I'm only falling apart. Wow, I really have not done much singing lately. Oh, man, I have not been to the karaoke bar in a long time. First and 10, Zamir White gets a carry. It's 2nd down and 5. The clock is ticking. I expect the Saints to keep doing what has worked, which is at this point run the football. It's also going to milk the clock. 2nd down and 5 is what I've got on my cheat sheet here. Break. Looks like they're going to line up once more. That screen looks good. If you can get the stats on constantly rolling, you'd be all set, says Patrick Wonder. Yeah, if I could get like toggling at the bottom, like just always updating stats, that'd be great. Dropping back, looking left, throwing left, deep pass, tries to turkey hole it. It's incomplete. This will stop the clock with 14:02. There's a look to that left, and that sailed right past the intended receiver. So not a great throw this time by Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson is now 5 of 8 for 55 yards. Another touchdown here for the Dallas Cowboys, man, and the Cowboys could actually win this one. 3rd down and 6. Zach Wilson. We know Zach Wilson is not the greatest quarterback we've ever had to watch in the NFL. Motion on the field. The blitz dialed up. Wilson's in trouble. Wilson in the pocket goes down. And down goes Frazier. In this case, Wilson. Down goes Wilson. He is bagged. It's going to be a loss right now. 4th down and 12 coming up here for the New Orleans Saints. 13 minutes and 41 seconds. Special teams. You're seeing all these players get swapped out right now as we change our personnel from defense to special teams and offense to special teams. Time to punt. The Saints going to send this over to the Dallas Cowboys. Go ahead and move the possession needle now. 4th down and 12. It's a high-hanging boot this time. This goes all the way back. It takes a bounce at the 30. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. So this kick goes out of bounds at the 33. It's going to be a 1st and 10 here for the Dallas Cowboys. We're going to stop this clock with 13:15 left to play on Friday Night Lights, guys. Friday Night Lights. Bang your head. It's a stunt, girl. All right, man. Girl, you know it's true. I meant sad. I like the over line, 38.5. Well, for those of y'all who have not been paying attention, guys, Lamar Jackson, Drake May, Joe Burrow, all expected to be inside the top 5 quarterbacks this season. Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, and the disrespect to Dak Prescott is crazy to have Caleb Williams and Justin Herbert in front of Dak Prescott. Last year, Dak and Trevor Lawrence, guys, Dak Prescott finished as quarterback number 3 in passing yards and quarterback number 4 in passing touchdowns, and the disrespect is crazy. If CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens stay healthy, Dak Prescott is going to be a top 5 quarterback again this year. I firmly believe that. That is not just my Dallas Cowboys bias showing through right now, but the project. And by the way, Matthew Stafford projected 15th. Did all of these people who come up with these numbers already forget that Matthew Stafford was last year's league MVP, leading the NFL in passing touchdowns with 40 of them? How on earth could Matt Stafford not finish inside the top 12 when he still got Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams to throw the football to? These top fantasy quarterback projections were pulled directly from NFL.com, and in my personal opinion, trash. Sorry, not sorry. I think Drake May is rated way too high. I also drafted Drake May in like the 7th round of like my money league, and I feel like I screwed up that pick. I don't know that I trust Drake May right now, but hey. Looking at the top wide receivers at the bottom of the screen this year as well, this is for half PPR. If Puka Nacua is projected to be a number 2 wide receiver in the NFL, how is Matthew Stafford projected to be the number 15 quarterback? What? Just doesn't make sense to me. That's going to scroll by at the bottom of the screen, guys. I've got myself a 1st and 10 from the Dallas 33-yard line. Sam Howell lined up under center. The snap comes in, a little play action and a bootleg to the right. Sam Howell connects on the right-hand side. Looks like this will be a catch. This is going to be Trayshawn Holden who makes the catch. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 6 here. So Holden makes the catch. It's 2nd down and 4. It was a 6-yard gain. 2nd down and 4 at the Dallas 39. I don't know if I got that name right. Maybe I did. All right. Waiting for the snap again. Looks like an awkward pistol positioning here. It's going to be a handoff, and Israel Abanikanda fights his way forward for a gain of 4. This should be enough for a Dallas Cowboys first down. First down for the Dallas Cowboys here. This will move the sticks as Kristen Miller makes the tackle. It is going to be a first down for the Dallas Cowboys. Abanikanda on a 4-yard run. I'm just a human. Don't ask me who's going to the Super Bowl yet, says Bride a Bike Guy. Believe in Crystal Light, says Courtney. Motion on the field, little shotgun bouncing from the left to the right. You're going to see this happen right here. Dropping back, faking it, and he throws it to that man on the right-hand side. It will be caught, and tackle made at about the 49-yard line. So Abanikanda makes the grab, and he's going to be brought down just shy of midfield. It does bring up a 2nd down. 2nd down and 1 after a 9-yard pickup. Clock is hot. So a 9-yard gain for Abanikanda on the sideline there. 11:40 here left to go. Sam Howell is in the huddle. He's 7 of 8 today for 109 yards. By the way, already has passed up Joe Milton. Break! They line up. Sam Howell has already outperformed Joe Milton in this game. Fakes the handoff. Going to pump fake. And now Howell going to try to use some defenders, use some blocking in front of him. Howell fights forward, turns this into a 1-yard pickup. Look at this. He was in such serious trouble there, breaks multiple tackles to pick up 1 yard. It's saying New Orleans sack. It's actually not a sack. It looked like a gain to me. It's 3rd down and 1. It was 2nd down and 2. Well, they're calling it a no gain sack right there. Okay, so I guess it was 2nd down and 1. It's now 3rd down and 1. I smell a quarterback sneak coming in. Howell under center will quarterback sneak on 3rd down and will clearly pick it up. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 with 10:32 here left to go, folks. 1st and 10, 10.5 left to play. Cowboys pick up the first down. Cowboys are cooking. What's going on, Richard? Richard Putman says, I'm Bills 100%, but I'm rooting for Cowboys because of you. Really, Richard? Let's go, bro. Let's go. The Dallas Cowboys all day. And at this point is when Richard stops watching. Just kidding, Richard. It's no rushing yards, says Bull. That was a no gain. They counted that as a sack. Sam Howell, ladies and gentlemen, 1st and 10 across midfield. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Abanikanda again. It's going to be a 1-yard pickup, maybe. They're calling it no gain. 2nd down and 10. You can see where the Dallas Cowboys are on the field, folks. The Cowboys are across midfield right now. Got a ways to go here at Jerry World. Okay, this is going to zoom in just a moment. Get us a different angle. 2nd down and 10 coming up right now. Football at the New Orleans 46. Sam Howell standing on the star in a shotgun formation, takes it. Looks to the left, throws to the left. It will be caught. Nice shake and bake on the left-hand side. Anthony Smith picks up the first down for the Dallas Cowboys. First down, Dallas. Nice move there by Anthony Smith on the outside. Gets multiple players to slide and fly right past him. The clock stays hot. Well done, Anthony Smith. I like it. Okay. 1st and 10. Smith trots back out. Little thumbs up right here. Smith has his hands out. By the way, he is the 7th round pick, 218th overall in this year's draft. A run up the gut here. Looks like this time it's Jashawn Corbin who gets the carry. So Jashawn Corbin, his first touch of the day, picks up 7 yards. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 3. The football is now at the 29-yard line. 2nd down and 3 at the New Orleans 29. The Dallas Cowboys continue to head in the right direction. Break. They line up. 8 minutes left to play in this fourth quarter. The Cowboys in field goal range, but they need 8 points right now. Here's a look to the right. It's going to be a quick little bubble screen. Little blocking on that right-hand side. Not going to be enough for Smith to pick up the first down. So 2nd and 3 becomes 3rd down and 2 here at the New Orleans 28. Caught on that far left-hand side. Let's see what happens on this 3rd down. Shotgun. Hurry up offense. The snap, the handoff breaks right through the defense. It's just Sean Corbin who picks up 5 yards. Call it a gain of 4 on 3rd down and 2. Jashaun Corbin, you see it right here, picks up a first down for the Dallas Cowboys. First down, Dallas. 1st and 10 coming up for the boys. We are midway through this fourth quarter, and the Dallas Cowboys are approaching the red zone here, y'all. Approaching the red zone. 1st and 10. Jashaun Corbin stays on the field here. He'll be backing up Sam Howell. Sam Howell is 9 of 10 for 120 yards. He's going to hand this off to Corbin again. The defense, wow, that's a scrum. I wonder how clumpy this is going to look. Everybody jumping in to break that up. Yep. Yeah, that's a dog pile there. That looked very, very accurate. 2nd down and 8, 2-yard gain. 2nd down and 8, 2-yard pickup, 6.5 minutes left to go. The Cowboys huddle up. Howell making a quick call. Break. They line up again. Camera's focused on Trevor Keegan, the center right now. In the shotgun. 2nd and 8 from the 22-yard line. 4-man rush coming in. Sam Howell to the end zone! Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys! Van Vuren makes the play. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys put 6 points on the board. Mitch Van Vuren makes the grab, the tight end. A beautiful throw right there. Let's see if I can't get you the replay. If I can't get you this replay, take a look. This is a straight throw just up the middle on a tight end post route. What a beautiful, beautiful throw. Guys, watch this post route. He breaks late. He starts running just straight up, and then you'll see him cut over to the left-hand side. Watch this play one more time. Focus on the tight end right here on this right-hand side. Here's the snap. He goes, and then the late break right there towards the post. Finds the perfect spacing here. The Dallas Cowboys are now going for 2, ladies and gentlemen. Going for 2. The Dallas Cowboys. The snap comes in. Looking left, looking right. Howell is scrambling. Howell fights his way in. He's in! The Cowboys have tied this game up. It's 24-24, and Dallas has made this game interesting. 6:11 here left to go. Who will win this game? It's anybody's game here at this point, but I'm feeling pretty good at it, and Sam Howell will go back to the bench, hero right now, and probably the 2nd quarterback on the roster because Joe Milton was absolute booty cheeks. Not been a fan of Joe Milton. That's what I'm talking about. Let's effing go Cowboys, says Crystal. Made it look easy, says Bobby Warren. Multi-pass to the end zone, says Stunt Girl. I got talked to John Madden. Go full sim. There's a flag on the play, folks. I think it's going to be enforced after the kickoff here. It's a flag against the New Orleans Saints defense. They will be getting the football here in just a moment. Made it look easy, says Bobby. We blew the lead and lost 2 games. Lost the last 2 games, says Go Nicole, so she's not surprised. Greg Meadows says, go John Mann. Full simulation of the game. That would be fun. You know, I do also break down these simulations from time to time. Like last year when we did this, I tried to come out here and do this right here through the A gap, and boom, the defense comes down. And I tried doing the whole John Madden thing last year, trying to paint pictures. And I still am very fond of this format, although we don't have Tyler Shuck We obviously don't have Jalen Tyson. We don't have Chris Olave out here today. But in the past, I would literally just try to explain the play and say Chris Olave ran up and did a comeback route. Tyler Shuck passed it to over there. And if I'm trying to explain the defensive side of the football, I would come back and say, okay, well, Malik Hooker was trying to drop down, but he didn't read that play properly. He got cooked on that play, and try to break it down this way. With the new graphics, we can just hit instant replay, and everybody is where they need to be. Very, very, very fun technology to have on this side. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Sports Sup says, yes, my Cowboys are still alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. Scrolling down a little bit, you guys can see some of the rushers here today. Looks like both Phil Maffa and Estime have a total of 46 yards, neither of whom have double-digit points right now. Kamara with the Saints. Yes, Kamara is still with the Saints. He's not going to be the starting running back, though. Kamara is not going to be the starting running back. Travis Etienne is going to be the starting running back for Alvin Kamara this year. If you did not catch our pregame, you should go back and watch the pregame. We broke down all of the stats, guys, offense and defense, recapping last year. We break down the offense. We break down the defense. We break down the coaching. We break down the schedules. We do all of this stuff. We do head-to-head comparisons on this channel as well between the quarterbacks. We do the defensive comparison, the running game comparison, the wide receiver comparison, and we break down as much data as we can to get you the best product out there on YouTube. Too many people just turn the camera on. Bunch of people who want to do this but do it half-assed and lazy and don't put in the passion. That's what's missing on this platform. There are some creators who are out there and are doing well in sports commentary, but for the most part, I see a lot of people who have become complacent and aren't constantly trying to improve their game. We're a little different on this channel. Not going to try to toot my own horn or anything, but I am proud of what we've accomplished over the past couple of years. Make your picture smaller. Don't need to see how good looking you are, says Greg Meadows. Yeah, I'm actually probably going to shrink that a little bit. Pressure coming in and throws it forward. Somehow connects right here. The 20, the 25, the 30. Oh, my goodness. While being sacked, watch this. He's currently in the process of being sacked and throws that forward to C.J. Donaldson. Donaldson goes forward and ends up picking up 15 yards on the play. It's good for a first down. New Orleans Saints. 1st and 10 at the New Orleans 32. The clock is ticking here. 5.5 minutes left to go. Greg Meadows says, you know what, brother? Can you send a streaking fan on the field or a dog in this graphic? I have no control over these graphics. 1st and 10 from the 32. It's a handoff to the right-hand side. Looks like C.J. Donaldson will pick up about 5. Call it a gain of 4 on the play. It's 2nd down and 6. 2nd down and 6. Ultravolva says Kamara is injured. This one is the best by far, says Josh. I've seen a few different channels. Says Bride a Bike Guy. Love your channel, Mario. And the new field graphic is spot on. Thank you. Thank you, Bride a Bike Guy. And, yeah, whoever said shrink yourself a little bit, I probably will shrink myself a little bit. The problem are these stats. I don't want a lot of people to get upset about the stats being gone. Full-on blitz being dialed up here. Another catch up the field. It's caught by Ronnie Bell. That's going to be good for a New Orleans Saints first down. 1st and 10. Ronnie Bell makes the grab. That blitz was dialed up there, and the Dallas Cowboys had fully committed to that play. I love that over line at 38.5. Yeah, we're way past that. We're way past that overline. Running backs at the bottom here, guys. Here's the snap, looking and delivering another rocket. Zach Wilson, all of a sudden, looks like baby-faced Assassin Wilson, who beat the Buffalo Bills in that one random game against Buffalo. Okay, there's one more thing I do want to change. I want to change where the chat overlay goes. We're going to move this up towards the top on the sideline now so it doesn't distract the play. We'll leave that there. Okay, here's the snap, and a handoff to the left this time. It's going to be a 1-yard pickup, 2nd down and 9 with 3:41 here left to go. The Saints do not need to score a touchdown, guys. A field goal would be enough to win for New Orleans. 3:33 here left to play, and the clock is ticking. I like the gold magic dust when they run, says Stunt Girl. Have you guys been enjoying Mario's commentary? If so, smash that like button, says Crystal. You heard the girl. Smash the like, but what are you doing? Are you still watching this live stream? If you are, smash that like button. Smash that like button. Looking to the left, throwing to the left. It's caught, and it's brought out to about the 37-yard line. Looks like this time it's a 3rd down and 2. Yeah, if you don't smash that like button, guys, I'm just going to turn this off. And you guys don't get to watch anymore. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm going to leave this on for sure. 3rd down and 2. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Hurry up offense again. Inside the 40 this time. Waiting for the snap, Zach Wilson. Quick call. He changes the call this way. He changes the call that way. Everybody hears him. 3rd down snap. It's a handoff to the left-hand side. This is, very, very close. Where will the officials mark this football? Holy cow. I think it's going to be a 4th down and inches here. This is going to be close. We might get a virtual measurement here. The clock is still ticking. This will take us to the 2-minute warning. This is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They're going to take a look at this. Just get to watch the stats, says Courtney. Says Country. Come on, defense, says Country. Check stats after last night's game. 1,300 plus watched, 400 likes. Come on. Like is free, says Bride a Bike Guy. Who Dat Nation, come on, says Go Nicole. Just curious, taking a look, we are sitting at 530 likes with 573 people watching, so that is actually a very encouraging sign, guys. Go Dallas Cowboys. If you are a Dallas Cowboys fan, hey, man, subscribe to this channel, bro, because we cover all the Dallas Cowboys games. Win or lose, I'm always wearing my Dallas Cowboys chain for the Cowboys games. I'm always wearing my Dallas Cowboys jerseys, whether it's this one or my Dak Prescott jersey, my CeeDee Lamb jersey, my Des Bryant jersey, my Jason Witten jersey. If you're a Cowboys fan, this channel is for you. Really, though, if you're a football fan, this channel is for you. We are live in San Antonio, Texas. Someone says that my clock is running. That's an easy fix. Whoops. There we go. 2-minute warning. Thank you, Tommy. All set. Let's go, Cowboys, says Jacob. Win or lose or tie, I bleed blue and silver till I die. Let's effing go, Cowboys, says Crystal Padilla. You know, I have a lot of blue and silver in my blood right now because of the Dallas Cowboys, but I've really mostly got black and silver in my veins for my San Antonio Spurs. Go Spurs, go. Love that. Randy says, how do you subscribe? There's someone in the chat might be able to walk you through that, Randy. Shout out to Randy McConnell saying hello. Erica says, go Cowboys. Kat Sanchez says, let's go Cowgals. Duh. Just kidding, Kat. Just kidding. Crystal says, go Spurs, go. Old School says, I hope my clock always counting. Hey, man. May your bank account be like the capital of Ireland. Always Dublin. Overtime, says Joe Romo. We don't get overtime in preseason football. That's okay. All right, folks. So the 2-minute warning coming out of it is 4th down and 1. And my guess is that they are going to go for it here. It's 4th down and inches. It would be crazy if they didn't go for it here. Inside of Dallas Cowboys territory. Let's see. They're going to dial up the quarterback sneak. Who Dat Saints J says, always enjoy your streams, Mario. I even watch when I'm a neutral. Great work watching from England. Appreciate you. Cheerio. All right, man. The New Orleans Saints. They have the special teams out here, guys. Looks like this is going to be a 44-yarder. Special teams field goal unit is out for New Orleans, 44 yards from the left hash. Oh, it's 53 yards. This is a monster kick. 53 yards from the left hash. Oh, it gets there. It's good. And the Saints put 3 more points on the board. The downside, they left the Cowboys a lot of time here, guys. So 1:55 left to go. 2-minute drill for the Dallas Cowboys. Can the Cowboys get her done? The field goal was successful. A 53-yarder was knocked back right now. 53-yarder was just knocked back by Daniel Carlson. Nail biter, says Kevin Pittman. Maybe. Cheerio, old chap. Says who's dat Saints J. Brilliant show. Good show. Good day. I'm Nigel Thornberry. Oh no. Pip pip jolly good, says Steve. I do those accents and I think of Stewie Griffin all the time. Pip pip jolly good. It's not a Stewie thing. Mum. Mommy. Mum. Mama. Dang, this is a real heart stopper, says Tracy Patterson. Tracy, we can make it even more intense. Because why not? Ladies and gentlemen, the Dallas Cowboys are down by 3. They are about to get the football back here. Can the Dallas Cowboys find a way to win this game? It's going to come down to Sam Howell. Sam Howell does have 2 passing touchdowns. Joe Milton played the entire first half, ladies and gentlemen. And in that first half, Joe Milton completed 8 of 15 for 92 yards and finished the game with 3 fantasy points. Sam Howell started the second half, and we are almost done with this game, but Sam Howell has completed 10 of 11 for 141 and not 1 but 2 passing touchdowns. The kickoff here is going to be returned to the Dallas Cowboys 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the Dallas 25. Sam Howell goes into the huddle. 1:48 left to play in the 2-minute warning. Can the Dallas Cowboys get this win? Break. Corbin is standing to the left of Sam Howell. With time winding down, Howell on the right hash takes it. 4-man rush looking to the left. It's going to be swatted away at the line of scrimmage. That football goes nowhere. Incomplete pass stops the clock. It's 2nd down and 10. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Here we go. 1:45 left to go. You'll see the Sam Howell play and the breaking up of that pass. Shotgun formation, 2 left, 2 right. Howell takes it, another 4-man rush, hits a man on a slant, down at the 30. It's a 5-yard pickup. It's 3rd down and 5. Clock is hot again. The New Orleans Saints defense is stepping up. Looks like no huddle offense right now as everyone gets back to the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to tick. Less than 90 seconds left to play in this football game. In the shotgun formation, Sam Howell takes the snap. He looks left. He delivers. It's caught with quick hands right here. Jordan Hudson, 4 for 4, now has 97 yards and a touchdown. But more importantly, 1st down, Dallas Cowboys. 68 seconds left to go in this game. Cowboys do have 3 timeouts. They're lined up for 1st and 10 at their own 39. Howell delivers on another slant route through the hands this time of Jaden Smith. It does stop the clock with 57 seconds. It's 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10. Bear Schweiger, what's going on? Robbie G says Howell at the moon. It's a bar here in San Antonio too. Let's go Cowboys, says Crystal Padilla. Sam should have been back on the 11th team he was on, says Gibson Glenn. Say strong, Nola, says who dat Saints J. 2nd down and 10. Shotgun formation. 4-man rush comes in. Sam Howell has time to process. Another pass off the hands. This time it's off the hands of Joshua Corbin. Dropped pass. Here again, that's not Sam Howell's fault. Those were good passes from Sam Howell, and I think Sam Howell deserves to pass up Joe Milton on the roster, on the depth chart, dude. Joe Milton is ass. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't like Joe Milton and the way he plays. It's 3rd down and 10. Football at the 39-yard line. The Dallas Cowboys need this. Snap comes in, dropping back the blitz. Howell against the blitz, airs this one out. It's a dangerous throw. It's incomplete, looking for Jordan Hudson. 4th down and 10, 45 seconds left to go. The Dallas Cowboys will have to go for it here. Can they convert on 4th down? Hudson was the intended receiver. You can see the airmail go over that back shoulder fade closer to the defender than it was to the actual receiver. It happens. Who dat? It's about all over, says Nikki. Hell yeah, Spurs, says Jans. 4th down and 10. Here we go, guys. And timeout going to be called here. Dallas Cowboys going to call a quick timeout. So the Dallas Cowboys call a timeout. It's their first 45 seconds left to go. Jacob says, let's go Cowboys. What up, Jacob? Gibson says, Milton. Don says, Hail Mary. Ashley says, go Spurs, go. Noah says, who dat? Sports 2005 says, come on, my Cowboys. Giggity. David Bacco says, go Spurs. Nana Salcedo says, what app are you using to track the ball? It's called Fan Live. It's called Fan Live. All righty, folks. 4th and 10. 45 seconds to play. Shotgun formation from the 44. Snap comes in. Sam Howell must have throw. Oh, it's broken up. There's no flags on the play. And it looks like the Dallas Cowboys are going to lose the final preseason game of the year. A turnover on downs here. 38 seconds left to go. It's going to be victory formation now for the New Orleans Saints. That football hit him in the hands and in the face. Literally both. Jaden Smith, if you wanted a job for the Dallas Cowboys, you totally just lost it, buddy. Totally just lost your job. Well, Schottenheimer, all good. Camera's focused right now. They're showing the schedule for the Dallas Cowboys. We've talked about the schedule multiple times here today. Victory formation, they are going to take the knee, and no one's going to call a timeout, guys. This will be your final score. Actually, just going to go ahead and put final on right now as everyone is taking the field here. So that's your final score of the game. If Fan Live continues with its popularity, it'll be put behind a paywall or even shut down, says DJ Gene. Well, my understanding is that they have all of this data coming in, and it has actually been approved. My understanding is that it's been approved by the NFL, that they've got all their legal stuff figured out. But I 100% expect this to be put behind a paywall. DJ Gene, at some point, 1,000% expect it to be put behind a paywall at some point. Nice missed catches won this for us, but good for confidence going into the season. I agree, who dat? Is that an Ashton Villa? Nice. Really, says Gary Curry. Yeah, good game, though, says Latrell. Still waiting for a thank you with the idea, says Greg Meadows. Come on, brother. I'm a Cowboys fan since I was 8 years old. I'm 56. Which idea? There are so many ideas, great ideas that come from this audience. They kind of all blend together. Dan says, glad it's preseason. It's our year, Cowboys Nation, says Don Gillespie. Sadly, there's no bragging rights winning a preseason game, but glad that you got to see a win, says Go Nicole. Good night, everyone, says Joe Romo. Why Cowboys? Why, says Jacob. Bear says, hey, Space Explorer, 27-24. I'm good with this. If it was 27-9, I would have been lost. Well, good night, Football Nation family, says Crystal Padilla. Have a great night, Crystal. Good fireplace pokers, though. Giggity. Joe Romo. I see you, Joe. Courtney says, boo, Nola. Robbie says, Cowboys have some decisions to make. Bobby Warren says, makes me sad, but onward and upward. Good luck to everybody this season. Hey, guys, once again, if you have not signed up for this year's or this week's Pick'ems, Cowboys fans, Troy Aikman signed football is up for grabs. Troy Aikman signed football and $100 to be sent to you if you have not done your Pick'ems just yet, guys. There's a link in the chat, or excuse me, a link in the description down below. Also, do me a favor, check out the Football Nation website if you haven't done so already. Here's a link to that as well, to the Football Nation website, and you can do the Pick'ems yourself. Nikki says, exciting game. Can't wait to spend the regular season with Mario and Football Nation. Can't wait to have you here, Nikki. Can't wait to have you. David Bacco says, fun game, Mario. Guys, go do your Pick'ems. Go do your Pick'ems. Go do your Pick'ems. Cool, man. Good game. Just wait until the season starts, says user. That's what I'm saying, man. All backup players trying to make the team, says Troy Morgan. They are, man. Close game, says Bride a Bike Guy. It was a close game. It was a good game, man. It wasn't half bad. Okay, man. Trying to fill out these sleeves again. At one point, I had these filled out pretty good, and at this point, there's still some space out here. Got some space in these sleeves, and I'm filling out this whole shirt, but in the panza area, so we got to work on that. Good game, close game. Not a bad game for sure. Good night, everyone, says Gary. Close game, says Bride a Bike Guy. Definitely excited for the regular season. Me too, man. Me too. So close, but so far away. The Fremp says entertaining for sure. Good night, Courtney. Good night to all of y'all. Janet Jones, you have a great one. Tommy says, see you later. Bear Schweiger says, good night, Robert Zamora. Ultra says, great game. Courtney says, the gun show. Yeah, the BB gun show. Pew, pew. Pew, pew. Anyways. All right, guys. When the football season actually starts, I have already spoken to my wife about keeping the live streams open and alive for 15 to 20 minutes after every single game. So doing a post show after the games on Thursday night football and Monday night football. Probably not Sunday night football when we do triples and quadruple headers. Does anyone have any final questions for me before I go ahead and turn this off for the rest of the day? Good night, Todd Tier. Let's see. See you for tonight's game, Mario, in chat. OSF Vet says, Mario, thank you, man. Appreciate you, OSF Vet. Latrell Shaw says it's going to be a good season. I think so, too, man. It's like watching Techno. Ashley says, thank you so much. You're welcome, Ashley. You're welcome. Seriously, Ashley. You're welcome. I mean that. I genuinely mean that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's live stream. Are you and Santino going to do pick'ems like last year? Yeah, I think we are, except I think we're going to pivot a little bit. We're still going to do pick'ems. I want it to feel more like First Things First, where we have like a podcast and we meet like once a week around a nice table and we have talking points that's brought to us, or just, something that we put together here as far as talking points, and we show up with our notes and do something like that. Would love to do that, LaShawn, and do our pick'ems again. By the way, I've already sent that whole folder with all of the NFL picks. That could be fun to put that one out there as well. Anyway, see you in the playoffs, says Ultra. God bless the Beatles. It's time to sing a Beatles song. Oh, no. Oh, no. I didn't have one ready. Michelle, my belle. Do you even lift, bro, says Josh. I mean, a little bit, but not really. There's not much here, dude. There's not much here. Got to get these triceps back, bro. And the light coming in is too much. That's what it is. I'm trying to shed 30 pounds of beer gut, says Nick. Yeah, dude. I don't know. The next game is tomorrow, DJ Gene. We got 2 games coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow I've got Lions and Colts, as well as the Bears and the Titans. So 2 big games tomorrow for the Lions and the Colts, and really for the Tennessee Titans to see if they can get a win over the Chicago Bears. What are you curling sides your hair? Not a whole lot. Read broadcast. Real broadcast, says Sheila. Thank you respectfully. Good evening, old school. Tecmo Bowl, says Greg Meadows. Good night, everyone, says Robert. Country says pivot. 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 Okay. That would be great, says Robert. That would be fun, right? Let's see. Just kidding, says Steve. All right, man. Well, I think that's it. If you listen, you can be bigger than Chat Sports, says Greg. I don't want to be Chat Sports, man. Chat Sports is super watered down as well. I mean, it's interesting what they're doing, but I like being Football Nation. You ever hear you ever hear that kill shot that Eminem said to Machine Gun Kelly? He says, "I'd rather be 80-year-old me than 20-year-old you." That's how Eminem feels about him and what he's doing. That's how I feel about Football Nation and what we're doing compared to Chat Sports. So I'm just going to leave that there right now. That's all I'm going to say. They're all different. There's, aside from their actual graphics, there's not a whole lot of consistency with how their play calling goes. But my mama always said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, then don't say nothing at all. So we're going to leave it right there. I wish those guys the best. If you guys are fans of them, I'll be here whenever you guys want to come back. But for me, doesn't feel like even that whole much of a competition to begin with. Anyways, they've been doing this for a lot longer, too, and we're already nipping at their heels. There were a few games that I've beaten a lot of the Chat Sports channels, so I feel pretty good about that, too, considering that we just picked up 100,000 subscribers in the past year. So we kind of popped off this year. Anyways, that's it. I am done for today, guys. I got 10:08 p.m. on my watch here in San Antonio, Texas. I'm going to go hang out with my wife. It's been an absolute pleasure, guys. We're live again tomorrow for not one, but 2 games. I do ask that you guys come back and join me for that. And hopefully at some point tomorrow we are releasing the next predictions video, this time for the AFC West, where I talk about the 49ers and the Seahawks and the Rams and the Cardinals. That video should be dropping in the next 24 to 48 hours. All right, guys, I'm done. It's been an absolute pleasure. My name is Mario. You've been watching Football Nation. Until next time, let's effing go. Peace out, y'all.